man, like I said, the bigger we get, we got more people coming at us. People are going to try to do bad things to us no matter what because they don't want us to succeed.
Is we grew up so fast that we got so much attention, and you're not allowed to, in the corrupted markets, you're not allowed to go fast. You're not allowed to pop out of nowhere and help people change their life. You're not allowed to.
My name's Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
It's night time in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American scam hippo is found throughout Canada and the United States. Scam hippos are very sneaky creatures and are rarely caught, but they'll defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for money, attention, and new victims for their schemes. They thrive on social media, quietly filling inboxes with empty promises of financial freedom. They work around the clock, but the nests have to look very shiny and successful to lure in their prey. Scammer hippos live off of small payments, false hope, and your belief in their why.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you?
Don't believe everything you see online. Research before you invest and ask questions, kind of like you just did. Protect yourself from scams and MLMs. Think critically. A message from Canadian consumers and Canada's anti-MLM movement. Stay skeptical, stay safe. If you wouldn't let your boss end all your friendships, don't let your upline. A message from Canadian anti-multi-level marketing movement and Canadian consumers. Finally convince someone to join your team for $99 today? Does she know you will make rank and she will not be able to feed her family this month? This is an unethical business. Do better. A message from the Canadian anti-MLM movement and Canadian consumers. Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you are all doing very, very, very well. I hope that all of you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend and that you are ready to get into our Heroes webinar or on passive. Not on passive. Not on passive. That's right, on passive has ended. It is now called Victory with Ash. Good old Victory. Something no one has ever experienced before. Victory with Ash. However, unfortunately, before we get on to Victory with Ash, this is my first live stream in over a week. And there has been a reason for that. Partially because I had another mouth oral surgery and it fucked me up for a couple days. I won't even pretend. Afterwards, I was messed up until about Sunday, and I just couldn't go live. Also, besides that going on, something else happened a week ago that was very, very upsetting for our community, and I wanted to give their community time to kind of grieve before we showed up. Do remember that to them, we are the bad guys. And we have to know our place here and be respectful. But unfortunately, on October 1st, Marty DeGarmo passed away. I learned from his family that he had passed away. And unfortunately, I did try to let you guys know in a community tab post where I said that Marty and I had a playful back and forth over the years. He once called myself and the recovering Hunbot bimbos, and we teased him endlessly for his catchphrase, boom, baby. Boom, baby, boom. And for misspelling global as global, which we will still be using in his memory as often as possible. These moments gave us and our communities genuine laughter during some very heavy coverage. In fact, many of you guys in my audience have let me know that you haven't enjoyed my on-passive coverage quite the same since Marty was booted by Ash and joined Leb.ai, because he was actually your favorite O-founder in the on-passive scam. So whatever our perspective on his role is, Marty's presence shaped this story. His personality quirks and contradictions made him unforgettable, and his passing is felt by many. Unfortunately, as consumer advocates, we recognize that shutdown scams and systemic failures don't stop just because one chapter closes, but we also pause here to acknowledge the humanity behind the headlines. Marty gave us laughs, gave us material, and in his own way reminded us why documenting these movements matter. We extend our respect to his family and their grief, and we recommit ourselves to protecting consumers, supporting survivors, and ensuring that no one is left vulnerable to exploitation. We always hoped Marty would one day see the light, leave these schemes, and spend more time with his family. Marty was personally a believer in God, and his family is very heavy believers. So even though I am atheist, I do think that to be respectful, say a little prayer for him and rest in peace, Marty DeGarmo. Now, this is not going to be all that we're going to do. I'm thinking about putting together a fun little in-memory video. I want to wait a little bit, let his community and family have a little bit of time before we kind of jump in here. But his obituary has been posted. You can go and you can donate and send flowers and do any of that stuff. So the link is in the chat if you would like to do that. The only good news about this is that Marty passed away peacefully. And when he passed away, he was surrounded by his family, as it says here, which I feel is a silver lining in a time like this. So rest in peace to Marty DeGarmo. In future, we will do something special in his memory. But like I said, do remember that we are still kind of the bad guys to the people that were, friends and family of Marty's. Some of them might still see us as naysayers and the bimbo naysayer ding dong evil tyrant insects. So let's give them their time to grieve. And in another couple weeks, we will do something kind of in memory over here for our community. So that was some upsetting news that we received. So we found out on the 2nd. And it just kind of sucked. It just kind of sucked. Good to see you, Mark. Have you completed your questionnaires and pledged your loyalty to Ash? Will you be the privileged chosen one? Exactly. That's what's going on right now with Victory with Ash. Let's move it on. Moving on. Back to the Victory with Ash. This is their first webinar, not only together as a group with Victory with Ash, but also their first real webinar since they found out that Marty has passed away. I have gone through a little bit of it. However, I have not watched the entire thing. I want to do that with you all now. I am unsure if they bring Marty up much here. So just be prepared. I know that a lot of my community has been very upset by the way some of the people in On Passive have been dealing with the news of Marty's death. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can and not say anything wrong, because apparently I say things wrong in these situations and I don't want to. It seems like no matter what I say on the internet, it's wrong. But a lot of my community has been closely watching the O founders like Chris Johnson, Redfern, waiting for Ash to say something. And they feel not enough has been done. For people that said that Marty DeGarmo was like a family member to them for 7 years, the second that he seemed to get booted out of this thing, not surprising to a lot of us advocates, he was seen as a suppressive person like they do in Scientology. And no one can talk to you because it's all the same tactics. And so they're being weird. They're being weird about it. They're not, dealing with it how my community has expected them to deal with it. I don't know if there is a proper way to deal with something like this, to be fair, but I do think that people thought that there would be a lot more tribute, and there's been a lack of that. So I have heard that this webinar doesn't mention him enough, so just kind of prepare for that if that's something that is triggering for you or that you might need to prepare for. Just kind of brace yourself for that, because that might be happening here. But this was their webinar on Sunday, so 2 days ago. Funnily enough, it's called the Heroes Webinar, which, again, nothing has changed. Even if you watch my video I released yesterday, going through the latest O News 16, and then doing the application process, even in there, they called it On Passive. This is still the Heroes Webinar. Like nothing has changed other than the fact that now there's an application you have to apply to be in this thing, and it's called Victory with Ash. In all of the Facebook groups, they are, telling everyone they're going to delete them if they mention on passive. They're telling people they'll delete them if they're like Facebook border or profile picture has on passive in it. Any imagery of on passive, they're going to be going through the members list, deleting people and all that kind of stuff. But as I keep pointing out, not really fair to do that to the members when, like, in the back office, it's still being referred to as on passive. When the back office still has on passive branding everywhere, and when that's where you're still supposed to get all of your updates, even for Victory with Ash. You can kind of see how that would be confusing to people, especially those who, again, are in other countries, don't speak English as a first language, and all of this information is being given to them all in English. So, it's quite confusing, a lot of mixed messaging, and we're unsure if that's just shitty management, because they definitely have that issue, or if it's also kind of done on purpose to keep people confused and always on their toes, like, they do in cults. Joe says, I don't think I'll be allowed to join. Right? Violet did the survey. Yep, I did it. It was great fun. Great fun. Although they were like, we don't just have 11 questions, guys. We have 12. Yeah. Told you we did way better. I was like, what the hell? Hello, Takara. Good to see you. Heather says, Red mentioned it at the beginning of a live. Both he and Jane wore black, but no big tribute, and it was back to business pretty quick. And that's kind of what most people are saying. Like, I feel like it's not enough for the friendships that they had. They're just kind of saying, hey, rest in peace, Marty. And then that's it, But like Ash Mufareh farts, and there's 50 tribute videos about his fart. So for a lot of people, they're kind of like, this is weird. And I want to say again, there is no right way to grieve somebody. Like, we're not trying to judge people based on their grieving. Chris Johnson did a post that was all like, people grieve how they grieve. Stop judging us. And it was like, that's not what we're doing. I think it's people are more or less still. It also has to do with you turning your back on him so quickly. And then this happening. It's kind of all shows that you never cared about him. And for a lot of people, that's quite jarring, especially people that have never seen this happen before. I've seen this happen a million times over and over again in multi-level marketing schemes, because this is how they treat everybody. This is what you mean to them. It's nothing. Nothing at all. The second that they can't make money off of you, you're useless. You're not a friend. You're no longer their family. They don't care. And for some people, watching this is, again, kind of like proving that. Like, they're like, wow, even when he passes, they don't seem to care. Like, we thought that maybe that would be where they would show some care, and then it's not happening. And everyone's a little bit like, this is weird. This is not what you would think. So, just, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to explain it the best way that I can. It's a very, very sensitive topic and situation. And I don't want to disrespect Marty or his family in any way right now. But I mean, people are looking at Chris and Red and kind of going, you could be doing more. And Ash, who hasn't said a thing. Let's do this now.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Heroes webinar. This is Comfort, and I'm calling in from the United Kingdom. So today is Sunday, the 5th of October, 2025. We are very excited to share updates about our business. And the topic today is everything or more about Victory with Ash. And in case you've not been updating yourself or you're new to this platform, There's a new hashtag that is trending amongst us in our community now, which says victory with
Yeah. Calm down, Comfort. All right, and it's not trending. It's not a trending new hashtag on the internet. All right, it's just within your community.
So if you want to know anything about it, everything about it, then stay tuned. So today we're joined by our dear brother Chris Johnson, Julie Wen. We thank you so much for the good job you're doing for the entire community and of course the entire team here too. Good job, guys, for all you've been doing. So Chris, we just want to give you the honor to start this conversation. If you don't mind, I'm starting with a question. I know you have a lot of things to say, Chris. Do something for us. Everybody is creating a YouTube channel. There's this panic about YouTube channels. Does that have to do with the success of this business at some point or somehow, please? Help.
Let me tell you something. Good question.
Okay, now I want you guys to remember, and if you don't remember and you didn't see my video yesterday, then you're about to find out. One of the I think it is the last question, if I remember correctly. I recorded that video, I think, on Sunday. But one of the questions actually is, do you have a YouTube channel and how many subscribers do you have? So when people started doing this application, they got worried that if they don't have a YouTube channel with lots of subscribers, they would not be accepted. They're doing an application. Although they've already paid $97, been loyal to this man for 7 years, gone to all the webinars, dedicated their entire lives to this thing, they now have to apply and get approved to be a part of this, which is already a kick in the face. Now they're like, oh, I don't have a YouTube channel. Does that matter? Why is it a question? Is that something I should worry about? You know what I mean? Because he literally says, how many subs do you have? And then you're supposed to pick like 0, no channel, all the way up to I have over 20,000 subscribers. So, of course, red flags went up for some people that don't have YouTube channels. They were like, oh no, I don't have a channel. Is that going to be a ding against me? You know, is that going to stop me from being approved? Pretty good question. You know, but of course, these guys are like, I don't know why you'd even be worrying about that. That's silly. You don't need a channel. And it's like, okay, well, why was it a question then?
Question get asked every day. You are not required to make a YouTube. All right. You can if you want. I believe my personal self, listening to what Ash says, it will benefit you in the future for your new business. It takes a lot of work. A lot of people are sending me YouTubes. I will subscribe to all of them. I have no problem with that. But I'll say this again. You got to be active on your YouTube. And Ash, one of Ash's big rules, if you're promoting someone else, no. He wants you to promote this vision, his dream, and that's why it is important. But if you think...
Okay, so again, that's important information. You are now not allowed to be in a business. This is not for people running their businesses. If you have a YouTube channel that promotes another small business, you will not get accepted. These are, stipulations that they need to know. And they should have been aware of this before, because what if they didn't know that and then they were willing to let go of that other venture, delete all of their stuff, and then apply for this one? You know what I mean? It's just very weird.
You're just going to get a YouTube and become this great successful person? No, I've been doing this for 4 years. And it's a lot of work. So I'm saying, if you don't want to do a YouTube, you don't have to. It's not required. I hope that answers everyone's questions that's listening. And by the way, I love you all for doing a great job and everything you're doing. Ash is very appreciative of what all you're doing. And just
right, we need more AI.
Back to you, Miss Comfort.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. It's going to be a free conversation, guys. So, Uncle Bob, the topic for today says more about victory with Ash. I know we've been discussing so much is happening and stuff. What are we actually supposed to be doing now? this season. We have 5 more days to go for the application to come to an end.
Yes, thank you.
Something tells me though that when the application comes to an end, we'll still just be sitting here and waiting. Like nothing will happen on that exact day. You know? The last time we sat around for like 2-3 weeks before he even gave us the results.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is your brother Bob from Bel Air. Welcome, brother Chris and sister Julie. Good to see you. You both look good. It looks like the spirit and we can see the projection from you guys all relaxed and everything. So that's very good. So for now, I think our primary objective is to following what is said in ONU 16. ONU 16, when you read ONU 16, the ask in ONU 16 is for us to go and fill out that application, which takes you to where our founder wants us to go, which is that Victory for Ash, that consortium, that place where he's going to assemble all of us in. But for now, when you fill that application, you're going to he's going to try to prioritize us. So if you fill the application, and at some point, I think we have 5 more days, as you said. If you don't receive an email or an acceptance of that application, do not panic. Mr. Ash has figured out, or he's putting in place a system, an execution process. He's now executing the process of getting us to the final destination. So the thing that is asking us to do now is to go to that back office, read ONU 16, click that link and fill out that application and wait. One account, your primary account is fine, is good enough for now. Fill out the application, go in there. Hopefully within the next few days, we're going to get it's going to be an automatic process. As soon as we do it, they are already analyzing the data, the information, and by the end of the 5 days, as soon as it's cut off, they are going to know those who are going to be able to have those links to send out to the rest of the community. So do not panic if you don't get it, or if you haven't done it yet, please go and
we have like 2 days
fill out the application. You might be one of the lucky ones to be have the primary placement. So that's just all what our founder is doing for that. That's what he's asking. People should not get confused or get worried. Most of us are going to go with Mr. Ash. That's what I'm going to say for now.
All right, thank you, Uncle Bob. That was brief and straight to the point, and I appreciate that. So, Sister Julie, I would like you to say something now. Whatever thing you have in mind, we're just trying to update people. Any information at all you have will be welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Comfort, and thank you, the Hero Webinars. I just wanted to say thank you for all that you are doing, because I know that the Hero Webinar has been around for many, many years, and every single one.
Yeah, and everyone is supposed to watch this to get this information, right? Otherwise, how would you know this info?
Of you, us here, are representing people, representing the company, representing people, and you are all leaders, and we are all leaders. No one else, but I appreciate the fact that you spending your time every week, come out and still running the Hero Webinar. Many people appreciate the work, and 100%, Mr. Ash Mufareh, appreciate that you are doing. What I wanted to add on what Chris said about the YouTube channel really quick. What Chris said is perfectly to the point, and that is, no one is required to do a YouTube channel. However, if you are a leader and if you want to grow your business, YouTube channel is another source that you can do. And everyone would ask, Julie, but I don't know how to do it. There are so many resources out there for us to do. Get with one of these leaders. They'll show you how to do it. There's videos out there that you can get your YouTube started. However, the YouTube video, it's you. It's represent who you are. Ash Mufareh and the team, Mr. Ash Mufareh and the team will give us the tools for us to be able to do that on our YouTube channel. And the best things to do is, if you have no idea about how to do it, on YouTube channel, there's a button called Create, Go Live. You can go live on there, even if you make mistakes. You can do that, because YouTube. It's a really good tool that is free. And it is, if you work hard enough, you'll be able to earn another stream of income there as well. So it's not required, but it's recommended. I would recommend you, if you can, or if you don't have a YouTube channel, go do it and be you. And if you have your own YouTube channel and you are you, and when people come and they like what you say, they vibe with what you say, they will subscribe to you. And for all of us YouTubers, Mr. Mufareh has given us a chance to build our YouTube channel. Remember the rotators? That has unlimited amount of YouTube channels can be put in there. So utilize it, but do not be surprised. After each webinar, you have tons of them. But then after the webinar, you lose it. You lose subscriber. It happened to everyone, not just to certain people. It happened to everyone. What does that mean? People don't subscribe to your YouTube channel. It's probably because they don't vibe with the conversation that we say. So then continue to work on your YouTube channel. I guarantee you, and I'm going to say this, Sherry Dershaway, she figures it out. Pat Parent, everybody will figure it out how to do it. And if any of us can do it, you can do it too. Just have a different mentality. Don't limit yourself. Okay? Okay, if it's required, then I do. If it don't, then I don't. Let yourself be free and do whatever it takes, because there's tools in Victory with Ash for us. And I'm not saying to the people that are on the panel, but I'm saying to
everyone. All right, a few things. Try to let them talk before I come in and interrupt 5 million times. So I know that you say that you don't need a YouTube channel, but as I pointed out, it is part of the application. And it sounds very much as you're talking here that you do need a YouTube channel. Oh, it's recommended. Well, you're pretty much pushing people to. You're telling them like, oh, just go on YouTube and do the go live and these guys will teach you. So it is heavily giving me, you need to have a YouTube channel, right? Am I the only one that's like, what the hell? You know? Hello, Mordecai. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. But I want a passive income as promised. Ash told me I could get rich while I sleep. Why do I need to run my own business now? Well, this is the other thing. They're talking about how people had subscribed from the last big webinar. Okay? That's when they were told that they would have to apply. You have to understand that these guys already paid $97 US to be in this thing for 7 years, right? They were told that they would get passive income while they slept for 7 years, that this business would run for them, do everything for them for 7 years. And then they're told, oh, there's this SEC case, but don't worry, we sorted it out. We just have to start something new. Oh, but you have to apply to it. And you might not get approved. So, of course, yeah, there actually was quite a large group of people that were like, fuck this. No, thank you. I am not applying. There was already a bunch of people that were side-eyeing everyone based on how they treated Marty and Robin, right? That, like I said, that's already like kind of going on in the background this whole time, right? Since that happened. Even people that were still in on passive were kind of like, yeah, but I didn't like that. That wasn't cool. And then they're told, and now you also have to apply to this thing. So it was like a double slap in the face, you know? To them, they feel like they're getting whiplash over here. Someone's just, you know? Like what do you mean I have to apply? What do you mean you just like ditch Marty and Robin like that? And then maybe wait here and now I have to apply. Like, of course I'm glad people left. It's about time. It's about time they went. Enough of this, you know? That's what we've been waiting for. It sucks that it took this much, if anything, right? But it's so funny to me how she brings it up. And she like, they're like, well, people just didn't like what we had to say. Yeah, no shit. Of course they didn't. This is an awful plan. This is awful timing for this plan. This is very pruny. Right? It's like, well, you don't have to prune those people. They left on their own. So Ash literally stole Marty's ideas and called it victory with Ash. Pretty much, yeah. Sherry blocked me too, although it might be Chris blocking. I don't think Sherry knows how to actually block anyone. But Chris Johnson is a mod, and I know for a fact that he's been looking for all of us in her chat and blocking us because he blocked me one day and yelled at me for being there. And I'm pretty sure ever since then he's been trying to block all of you guys. I don't think Sherry knows how to do that. I know she is a mod on some channels, but I don't think she's ever blocked anyone. She's just kind of there, like, hi, I'm Sherry. Welcome to my station. You know, that's why we like her. She's innocent. She doesn't even know what's going on half the time, because how the hell are you supposed to know what's going on half the time? I don't even know what's going on half the time. Jesus Christ. Like, that's the problem here. But it's like, you know, Julie, of course they did. And now, on top of all this, now you are kind of making it sound like they need a YouTube channel. So if they don't have a YouTube channel, and not everyone wants a YouTube channel, I don't recommend a YouTube channel to every single person. There's been days where I've regretted having my YouTube channel. And I am pretty much built for this. And it's hard. It can be hard some days. And if you're not okay with negativity and hate, it can be very, very hard. Not everyone is okay with being in the public eye and being scrutinized under a magnifying glass all the time. And I think that's okay. I don't think you should push people to do things that they don't want to do. And that's one of the issues with this industry, is the fact that you have to be some kind of influencer on the internet in order to be successful. Is insane. Like, that's just insane. You know what I mean? Like, okay, in every single MLM, you need to have two people underneath you, who need to have two people underneath them, who need to have two people underneath them, who need to have two people underneath them. All these people need to be active, which means that they all have two people underneath them that are active, just for you to get a paycheck every month. And in order to do this, you have to have a YouTube channel and be an influencer. And they're like, anyone can do it. You don't need any skills. It's like, no, this is set up for you to fail. And especially this one, which we're not even sure what this is yet. So far, Victory with Ash is a hangout community that you learn Ash's business skills in. Which, I mean, if you've heard Ash talk for 3 minutes, you're probably like, I'm good. I can't get anything out of this. Imagine an entire business. And now the product is actually Ash's rambling. Like, that's the product now. They're not even doing the whole, we're selling AI or software that will help you run a business. Can't even be in a business. Can't be in another business, apparently, if they're in this now, right? So that's all scratched. So now literally what they're selling here is Ash's advice. Advice. On what? How to pocket $108 million from a whole bunch of vulnerable people? Oh yeah, sign me up. How to lie for 5 hours straight, how to talk for 10 hours and not say anything of importance. What are we learning over here? You know, it's a little bit ridiculous. It's almost like they're selling less than they were before. When they had the fake products, at least they were fake products. Now they really are selling nothing because they claim that they're selling Ash's expertise. And my question is, expertise in what exactly? John White gave me a snide remark after I commented on Sherry's channel. I think I am probably blocked too. You might be. I think he's also a moderator over there. Like they all moderate all the same people, right? It's all just the same people. All these leaders here. The ones at the top, of course. The names that you're all very familiar with. That's why we cover them, because they're at the top. I don't go after the victims. I don't go after the unsuspecting people or the people at the bottom that joined and they're just here because they think this sounds good for some reason and they want to help people or get their generational wealth. They're innocent. They're all being lied to and manipulated to be here by these people, which is why we cover these people. Right? If these people didn't exist, those other people wouldn't be victims. That's the point. So we always go after the people that are promoting it. I don't understand all their stuff about circles and leadership and using a link versus filling out this application. I don't know either. I don't know. None of it. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's just all fluff. All fluff so that they can have something to talk about, basically. Like a lot of this, they don't even have to say.
Everyone that listening to this message. Thank you, Comfort.
It's an important message.
Yeah, Julie, I think I appreciate you for emphasizing that people should represent themselves, because I've seen YouTube channels that people have created. They just pick up one, like they go and pick my exact video and transfer on there. You take Chris Johnson and put there and so on. Others put YouTube channels that do something totally different. That's not what we're talking about. What does this business mean to you? That's all you want to put on your YouTube channel. I think I appreciate you for saying that. Moreover, there's some...
my whole thing is this. How are they supposed to do that video? All right, now listen, it would make more sense if you told them to do a video telling their why, which is usually what MLMs do. Because then that's a video talking about their goals and their dreams that they want to get out of this. But since this is such a cult, Comfort doesn't tell them to do that from their perspective and what they want out of this. No. We got to talk about what they're getting out of this. This just started. They're applying. They haven't gotten anything out of it. And you're telling them to separate it from the last 7 years? So anything that they have gotten out of being in on passive the last 7 years, they won't bring up that when talking about victory with Ash. So what are they supposed to say they've gotten out of this experience? Like, I had fun filling out the application? I'm here because I enjoyed filling out the survey and then the application. Like, that's all that they've done here. So I'm just like, why would that be the video that you would tell them to make? You guys aren't really setting this thing up for success right from the beginning. Already setting it up to fail. I see nothing has changed since on passive, or probably even GDI fusion. It's good to see that everything just continues the same here, I guess. Just a reminder, Robin Lynn's doctor advised them to reduce YouTube time for better health. I hope so, Lord. Marty was only 65. I'm 61. That scares me. Yep. Marty was too young. But yes, to be fair, he has been in bad shape. Although if you do go over his videos, he's lost a lot of weight over the years. So he was losing weight. If you look at Marty in 2018, and then you look at Marty like recent, you will notice that I think he was losing weight. And I don't know if that means anything good or bad, but hopefully he was on his way to better health. It just, I think he needed to have a heart surgery that unfortunately wasn't able to take place. But that's all the information I know. I don't know if that's actually what happened or what he really passed from. I don't know any more information, and it isn't my place to go seeking it out. Circles are pointless, unlike pyramids. Yes, so with circles, you just go round and round and round. All right, at the pyramid, somebody gets to be at the top. We don't like things to be fair and equal in MLMs, all right? That ruins the whole thing.
Thing happening, I'll just throw this to the leadership, to the panel. I don't want to call you, take you that much. So we've just heard, we are not sure.
I love it, Sherry.
That some people are posing as leaders. Guys, I'm not in control of the noise at the back. If it's too loud, then I can hand over to Sister Fumi, or if it's all right, you can go ahead. Yeah. So we've learned that some people are posing as leaders. They go to their communities and say, wait, do not sign up yet for the victory with Ash. When I sign up, then I'll get you join me. Chris, what do you want to say about that? Say something, please. Anybody else can add. Let's just be kind enough to help everybody.
What? Oh man, Comfort, I can talk for 3 hours on that one. Listen, everything I always do, and I can only talk for myself, and I could probably talk for all you two, is we have to tell people the truth. All right, we cannot.
Yeah, guys. So with Marty not in on passive at all, even unfortunately before he passed, the brains of this operation is Chris. I think we can all agree they're in worse hands.
Repeat what happened last time. We had hundreds of thousands of people brought in under false pretenses and the wrong way. This could not happen in this business. And yes, we have people out there saying, don't do this, don't do that. Let me throw some stuff on the table.
I love how he brings it up like he had nothing to do with it. Chris Johnson was one of the worst promoters of On Passive, especially at the beginning, for telling people that they would be making millions of dollars a month and that they can quit their jobs and all kinds of shit. And then he has the audacity to sit here on this webinar on Sunday and be like, there were some people that were like getting people to sign up by lying to them. And it was crazy. We can't do that. And I'm literally the people on the screen are the ones that were doing it. So like you're in control of this. You were the ones doing it, so stop. Like, what do you mean? I was like, I had nothing to do with it. Wasn't any of them at all.
For you, and I'm going to talk a couple minutes here. I do apologize, but I believe people know the truth. Okay. One name, one account. Ash Mufareh is definitely saying you got one account. And then you might have 10 more accounts that you paid for from the past. Those are still good. Okay. Now, I wouldn't fill them all out my personal stuff. I'd fill one, like he said. And then a lot of people think, oh, those are no good. Every single account that you purchased is good. Because in the future, let's say you don't get qualified for that one account. Ash Mufareh has opened up the opportunity is that you can come in again under a leader or a person of your choice. And I'm going to be straight honest with you. And
I don't understand. I don't understand. So you're doing this pruning process. You want people to apply. And then according to Ash, he's picking the best of the best. The cream of the crop. Like he allegedly always does with his teams, you know, especially those tech teams. All 17 of them that he's had and not paid so far. So the cream of the crop is going to be picked, and the rest of the peasants will be left behind. But then, what, in future, all those peasants can just come in anyway? Under one of the elite people that were picked? So are you just picking the leaders for the company? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Because the way that you talk in an us versus them mentality is that anyone that isn't approved and isn't picked is going to be seen as an evil tyrant, bimbo, insect, ding-dong. A naysayer. They become bad. They become unworthy. They weren't worthy enough to come into our victory with Ash. Unaccepted. Terminated, if you will. They'll terminate you. So then why would you then later on turn around and be like, actually, you know what? We're kind of still cool with you guys. We were just joking before, you know? You can come in. It has to be under one of us, though. We need to watch you and babysit you because you're a moron. So we need to put you under a magnifying glass and watch you because you weren't good enough to be a leader. Like, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing just not very good vibes. Well, again, we're not starting off great, are we? Never do, but it's going very, very wrong. This is just insane. The whole thing, right? Ash will let everyone in. They will then think they're privileged and worship Ash even more. I'm honestly wondering if he's doing that. Because I have to be honest, had a couple people fill out the survey giving the wrong answers. They're still in. So I don't know if he's pruning the people that are like, fuck this place, you know? And since we don't even know that, hi, Sam. I'll always call Sam. But like I don't know if they're actually kicking people out. So I've honestly wondered, Mark, if that's what he's going to do. Because like, when has someone in an MLM ever said no to someone joining? It's kind of like a running joke in our anti-MLM community because they'll be like, we have 5 spots left, and we're always like, no, they don't. No, don't worry. They have 500 spots and they won't turn any of you away. Like, so of course, when something like this happens, can't help but kind of be like, but are they brooding? Which is why we kind of did that and had some people go in because we wanted to see. And so far, it looks like they might be doing what Mark says, just letting everyone in. But then all of them will be under the guise that they've been let in as an elite, privileged member, you know? And since nobody talks here about the bullshit, they're all doing the toxic positivity thing and the group thing, right? They won't put it together that, like, apparently the elite, privileged people that got accepted was just everybody. You know, like they'll never really put that together because here's another thing. We never know who's in this, how many people are in this or what. And they got a bunch of bots, which they accidentally outed themselves for, giving us their survey results. So, like, there is no way to see who's in this and not in this, even if you're in it. So, like, no one will ever know. The only way is by us just doing little tricks on them like we have been. And so far, it looks like everyone's accepted. They don't turn people away.
Peter is the one that said you should say that. I'm going to use me as an example. All right. Because you sign up under me,
okay,
you're not going to make any more money because you have to do the work. It doesn't matter if you sign up by yourself, which is the right way. You're your own team. You're starting your own circle. But if you think, if someone's telling you, sign up under me, I will help you build your business, we are all going to help people. But the truth is, we all have the same ability to go into the same learning center.
Well, they're thinking, I came here with a team. I want to keep my team. Now you're telling them all to let go of their teams, let their teams just all fall underneath Ash. And then what, go recruit other people? What if they don't know anybody else? Yeah, this thing's failing from the beginning.
That Ash Mufareh did, he did it all. We're going to go in there and we're going to learn together. And we're going to see exactly, everyone have the same opportunity. In other words, once you learn and you get your, I'll say, master link, now I can go back to my old accounts, which are all safe, by the way. They're still there. And in different names, I can use my family, my friends, people that I know that's going to.
And then, guys, we can commit fraud. Okay. Why don't they learn? No, you can't. No, you can't just use other people in an account that you're running. And why would your family and friends agree to allow you to do this? To use their identification and their IDs so that you can have multiple accounts in this. Sir, that's fraud. But I'll let you continue and dig your own graves.
To work this business. Am I going to give it to someone that I know is not going to work it? No, I'm not. I'm going to give it to them
Oh.
because I know they're going to put the effort to it. Now, what a lot of people don't know, when you do get your master link, everything goes through, you got your main link,
Master link,
and you share it out. People said, well, they have to do the same audit that we just did. Fill out. No. What's going to happen, though, is every new individual, and we're talking brand new people here, that you bring in will be directed back to the Victory with Ash building, bridge, stadium, whatever.
I hope so, Takara, but we won't be able to open up a new SEC case for this. If the government's shut down and the president decides to defund all of the consumer protecting agencies. So, if Trump shuts down the SEC, I am your justice. My coverage of this becomes the justice and the only justice that victims will ever be able to get from scams. Same with the FTC. Also, I just want to bring up once again, because some people seem to think that consumer protection is not important. Consumer protection is what protects you from every harm that can come to you as a citizen in your country. Protects you from anything the government can do to take away your rights. It even protects your water, the air you breathe, whether or not your child's car seat is safe, whether or not the car you drive is safe. So if you're out here going, I don't need no consumer protection advocates, fuck these people, defund it, then I think you should first know what you're giving up. All right, you're saying, I don't care if our air's polluted. I don't care if our medicines are all contaminated. I don't care if the cars we drive have brakes that work. I don't care about seatbelts. We don't care. We'll just all crash into each other. It'll be fine. All right? It's not just about people speaking out against pyramid schemes or MLM companies like you seem to think. Consumer protection protects you from everything. Everything that can come and harm you. Anything that capitalism can do to take over you as well. So that is why it is important. And without it, we can't do anything to stop these scams other than speak out about them. So make sure you subscribe, because all of us consumer advocates better get like 1 million subscribers by the end of this year. Otherwise, everybody's fucked.
You want to call it. So now they can learn and understand what they have to do. People can make up their decision. It costs nothing, USA, by the way, to get educated on what this is about. They can make their decision whether they want to stay or where they want to go. But if you're openly telling people, you need to come to me because I'm the greatest and I'm going to build that. Listen, it's a bull-faced lie, and I'm honest enough to say that to any leader out there that I find out you're doing that, I'm sorry for you. This is not what we're going to do. And I know I sound brash.
I know, Takara. We tried to warn them. We told them about Project 2025, right? Just like we told them about Roe versus Wade, but they said that's not going to make it so that they can make abortions illegal in states. And we said that's exactly what it's going to do. And the Republicans said, no, you're all overreacting. You're a psycho. Go sit down. How dare you even say that? You don't know how our government works, you silly little Canadian. Go back into your fucking corner. And now literally women are being charged for having miscarriages in certain states. And then they said it with Project 2025. They said, you are crazy. This is never going to happen. Our president doesn't have anything to do with this. How dare you? And I believe that just this past week, he announced to everyone that he was going to have a meeting with the person that wrote Project 2025. So I don't know. Whenever people are ready to be like, all right, maybe we should start listening to the philosophers and sociologists and the people that study these authoritarian leaderships, the cult experts and those types of people, when they're all warning us about this from every single country and telling us that we should all be alarmed. But, what do I know? I'm just a silly little Canadian that apparently doesn't know anything about anything or anyone.
Now, but I don't want to see what Ash Mufareh designed and built for all of us be thrown in the tubes again. The reason being is everyone that was misled and some bad people, they advertise something else. Get rid of the old mentality of what we were. This thing about, well, I paid $97. I paid for my own Connect. We all did, and we got.
I'm just getting my breath back to be able to speak properly again and do those little funny rants. I was like really fucked up this year from all of my illnesses, and I like haven't had my ability to speak or breathe. And then when I had my surgeries, it like my sinuses were fucked up from my teeth a little bit, I think, and I've been able to breathe again. And then the last few months have just been me breathing better.
Products for over a year, almost 2 years. Okay, that's gone.
Amazing what that.
Don't tell me that you think you should get paid. A person saying, "Well, Chris, don't you think I paid for Old Connect, but I never used it." I can't. You should have used it. We all used it. All right. And I'm honest enough to tell you the truth. Let that go. Because you paid $97.
But like, here's the thing: the people that paid for it, though, they paid for it, and then like within a week, it was free for everybody. Were they given refunds? No. So that's another issue that's kind of going on here, and that people behind the scenes are a little bit upset about, that are in on passive, right? Like some of them are like, well, we paid for the O Connect and it was free for everybody. We paid the $97. Why do I have to apply? Like there's a lot here that still needs to be worked out. I know Ash says, oh, we're going to pay those people that bought the O Connect their commissions. It's only 1 to 2% of people, which is funny because at the time they said everybody was signing up for it. But is he? And when? And what if those people don't get approved for Victory with Ash? And what if they don't join underneath somebody in Victory with Ash? Are they just forgotten about? Like, how is he going to get the money to all of these people? You know, the SEC is helping him pay back the 108 mil. Like the fines and whatnot that he has to pay back from that. That doesn't even include the O Connect payments. That has nothing to do with that. O Connect was released literally the next month. The lawsuit went in August 11th, 2023. And September 1st was O Connect. So it's not included in any of these fines or disgorgement. That's money that, well, apparently the Dubai police has it in an evidence vault and has it frozen, you know, because of money laundering, you know, but what happens with that? There's still a lot of questions that aren't being answered here. And as you can see, they're having a hard time just sort of pivoting into this new business and not taking the old one with them. It's their fault, though.
$1, all right? In the old days was a whole different story. Get rid of that mentality. Get rid of it completely. Be honest with people. And I'm going to say this, and this is going to hurt a lot of people, not on this panel, because they know. Stop focusing on the founders. Listen, I'm going to be honest. If you don't get accepted or qualified, Ash made it where you still can get in. Maybe not this time. When he says, I had a conversation the other day. He says, Chris, we're doing this because I want the best of the best. People that were activated, that were telling the truth, telling the right stories. He doesn't want people that, well, maybe not. I don't know who's going to be accepted. That's on his system and his mind. All right. But even if you don't get qualified, all your positions are still good. You could say, okay, I didn't get qualified, but I'll use me as an example again. Peter Shore is the one that got me into this. I would go back to Peter Shore because he signed me up because I love Peter Shore. And I'd say, Pete, could you send me your link? Absolutely. I don't know if I'm going to even get qualified, but that's what I would do. if you don't like your sponsor or your sponsor vanished or they weren't telling you the truth, now you have a choice. You have a choice where everyone's got a choice to pick whoever you want, whether it's Comfort, all the people on this panel and everywhere. No one should be pushing themselves on the founders. And I don't like that. And I'm going to tell you to your face, I don't like that. We're supposed to be working on, I sound so angry. I'm not angry. We're supposed to be working on brand new people, not the founders. Yes, many people will not get qualified. Many people lost their passwords. Many people lost their emails. It's okay. You're still good because now you have a choice to go wherever you want to go. The thousands of leaders that have their link that process through the system to go to them. And you can pick whoever you want. I will not be advertising on my YouTube my link to the founders. Now, my social media, yes, I'm going to find new people because that's what Ash Mufareh wants. But every one of us, I've said this, I'll probably keep saying it for a while. We all got to get out of the ocean we're all in right now. There's 8 billion people in this world. And a lot of people have the mentality right now to think, oh, well, they don't like him. I'll get all those people. Get away from that. Get away from that. Find people and build your circle that you know that is going to do the work. Because if you think you're going to come under me, Fumi, Comfort, all you Collins, you're not going to make more money, but you have to put the effort into it 100%. Chris Johnson is going to be building his business. Will I help people out?
But you guys also have to stop talking about people joining other companies then and bringing the drama yourself. Okay? You come on here and you do the us versus them mentality. And you do the, oh, these founders are bad and these founders are doing this and these founders are doing that. Which then is like a ripple effect in a community like this. Because again, everyone's looking at you guys as the leaders. So they're like, we have to act based on how they're acting. So when you come out here all fucking mad and you're like, rah, rah, all these other fucking people that are founders that are lying and doing all this, blah, blah, blah. The other founders see that and go, oh, okay, we're in that mentality now. Like, you're the ones that create these situations, and then you're surprised, and then you scold them for acting like you. It's ridiculous. And it's constant. It's annoying. Stop doing that. Leadership comes from the top. So if you don't want your community to go around doing witch hunts, my community has never once done this. And I have so many haters that are constantly coming out at me. I have a girl that's been calling me a pedophile because I blocked her on Twitter in 2019 for like 4 years. I've never, ever, ever come out here, gassed up my community and set them after each other. It's a very easy thing to not do with your community. But when you're coming out here and you're doing that with the people in your community and you're creating that environment, that toxicity that's like all over YouTube right now, you got to be better. You can't then get mad at them. Right? Like, if someone in my community were to do something like that, I would then be like, that's probably my fault somehow. I must have said something or done something that made them think that they can go and do this. But it's like, you don't do that. You're like, you like come out here, you set up the witch hunts, and then you come out here and you go, why are you guys all doing these witch hunts? It's like, I don't understand. It's stupid. You have to be the example. Lead by example. Stop talking about what people shouldn't be doing and people are bad and talking shit about the people that left or aren't coming with you or whatever. And then other people won't do it. It's simple.
I will always help people out where I can. But guess what? You're going to learn exactly what I'm going to learn, what Ash created, and what I call the Victory for Ash Learning Center. My words, you can pick what you want. We're all going to be educated on how to.
No, Heather, like they're literally just doing the application process. So yesterday I released a short video if you want to go and check it out about the ONU 16 It's the news one. We're doing Cult of Ash News right now. And it's just an application. It's an application, and they've been told it's called Victory with Ash, and that it's going to be a community that, again, apparently doesn't have software. Started off as not being their business, but has somehow been turning into the new business. Since Ash's latest speech, it's been weird. But he reiterated it's not their new business. It's just like a community, a checkpoint in between, if you will, is what it started off as, where Ash was going to share his advice and his expertise with the group so that they could all learn from him how to be a cult guru, I guess, because I don't know what else they're learning from him. And they have to apply for it. We haven't even really started the official group. They've turned their groups into Victory with Ash groups, and Chris and all of them went and started a group up after they all left the On Passive Nation group, right, when Marty and Robin were booted out, and that's become a Victory with Ash group. But they don't have a back office. They don't have a real website. Their website is a timer. I'll show it to you because it makes me laugh a little bit, to tell you the truth. This is all they have. This is it. This website here. That's it. They're being told that the old OES is again, it's confusing. Mixed messaging, where it's not important. You're not in On Passive anymore. They've shut that down because, of course, the SEC was like, you have to shut that down. So Ash just pretended that it was his idea that they were shutting it down. So they have the old OES, though, still going, and as you can see, still giving all of their updates. And everything is still very much on passive. It's very weird. See, only one application per On Passive account is permitted. And again, the back office for this is on passive. Everything's still on passive. They're getting all their updates here. So with this update came an application. And you fill out 12 questions, and then it's supposed to get you into this. This is all they have. Just this webpage that says, Victory with Ash. Rise, reset, refocus to succeed in life and win at business. Join the principled, which is kind of funny, right? Weird word to use. Invitation-only membership community designed to help you grow and make a positive impact. October 2025. Something extraordinary, as they would say, is coming. Stay tuned for the launch of victorywitheash.com. And it's like, okay. Is it the Facebook group? Is there going to be a new back office? I don't know. There's just this. And again, it was promoted originally by Ash as almost like a stepping stone before the next business, a place they could come and learn to get ready for the next business. And based on this webinar especially, it's slowly turned into the next business. I don't know what's going on. Now there's affiliate links and there's you know what I mean? Nothing makes sense here again. I love On Passive. Ash is thriving in this chaos somehow. I think he just loves chaos. Some people are just like that. They enjoy it. He has to. I would not be able to be in charge of this and have all of this going so wrong with all of these people talking such BS and then be okay with it. and be okay with the chaos. It would bother me greatly. I don't like to watch my people look stupid, you know? If you're like my friend, I don't like to watch you go out there and look dumb. I'm trying to save you. And it's almost like he does that to them constantly. I'm like, how do you keep doing this to people that you claim that are your friends that you care about? Like, I could never watch someone make a fool of themselves in this way and be okay with it if I could avoid it, which he can, just by explaining what the heck is going on better. Like, being more transparent, being honest, not being a scam artist, you know? Things that are easy to the rest of us. Is Victory with Ash still going to save humanity? And how, see, this is the thing, is that he seemed to want to, like, tone down on the save humanity thing. But at the same time, nobody else is. So, I don't know. It was just supposed to be the like, chill spot. We joked that it was where they were all going to have to hang out for 8 years until Ash Mufareh's bar was lifted. Because he has an 8-year bar from running businesses right now. Especially MLM-type businesses, or businesses that involve recruiting, commissions, etc. So we were like, oh, he's trying to create like a little cult community to hang out in until that's over with. And apparently they will wait 8 years. So... you know, if you were wondering, they already have. So what's another 8, I guess? And then it sounded like there was going to be a new business, or On Passive would come back. Again, it was a little rusty. I'm not sure what's going on now. I'm very confused by what Victory with Ash is all about. Because again, now the way Chris is talking about it, it sounds like a business. This is the new direction. Not really, because technically Ash has been recycling the exact same scam since he was in GDI. Ash's greatest asset is talking in riddles. I know, maybe he could teach them how to do that. Every founder can translate that into whatever they want to make themselves feel better and fool themselves. And it's interesting because in a cult, that's usually used as a tactic. And the person usually knows that they're using it as a tactic. What makes Ash so interesting is that we're constantly questioning if he's doing this on purpose or if he's just a blubbering idiot, and then it just ends up working out this way because the way that these are set up and the way that this coercive control kind of happens, it just kind of happens that way. No matter who the leader is, it doesn't matter. He can be a complete ignoramus. Like, he can be Ash Mufareh, okay? He can be saying all of the things that most people would consider to be the wrong things at the wrong times and doing all of the wrong things at the wrong times and nothing making sense. And everything's in opposite land, where the way that you would usually view a cult leader is the exact opposite, right? He's almost like the anti-cult leader in that way. You're like, this would never work, but it still does. And to me, it proves that it's not the leader, it's not even the members and their vulnerabilities or anything like that. It's literally the system, the hierarchy, and how this works that creates the cult. And I'm kind of like, if anything proved it, it is this man and this cult. Because otherwise, this should not be working this well, even on these people. Based on what we've learned about manipulation, this kind of makes us think outside the box about it. You know what I mean? Kind of gave a new perspective. Like, no, not everything does have to be like charismatic and good timing and not, maybe people don't have to be as vulnerable as we thought they had to be. And maybe, you know, but it made us kind of look at it in a different way, which I think is very important if we are trying to figure out these things. and how to stop them. We have to learn all of the ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like this one so much, and it fascinates me so much, and I just can't stop with it. It's become like a special interest because it's like, Jesus Christ, it just keeps happening. Even when they switch it up. And like, this is going awful. You know? Like the stream. And they're also giving us like a whole bunch of reasons why people would leave. And then we also get to kind of see when people leave. How long will someone stay? How long will someone wait? These are all questions that I've asked myself when covering other scams. And I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe this will be the one that will answer some of those. Who knows? I think Ash is a blubbering idiot, but he's cottoned onto the fact that he can use this to fool vulnerable people. See, and that's what I mean. That's another option, right? Like, how much of it is Ash actually doing it to be calculated? And then how much of it is on accident? How aware is he of it? You know, it's all just very interesting to think about and break down. You know what I mean? Old video, fake channel. Not a fake channel. I'm real. I exist. That's why you're commenting on my live stream right now. If I was fake, then you wouldn't be able to have left this comment. It is an old video. It's from Sunday. It's the Heroes webinar. We discuss cults here, and I am breaking this down because we are discussing your new cult, which is Victory with Ash. And this is the first real webinar about it, and that they're all doing together. So I think it's an important one for our research and what we're doing here, which is what I was just blubbering about for a few moments. It's not a fake video. This is the Heroes live stream. Yes, and I have not changed anything of it. We are watching it from Collins Mana's channel right now. And if you don't believe me, after this, you can go and watch it for yourself, and you will see that the only thing different about it is that I pause it and talk. You know? It just has me in it. This is the bridge where the Kool-Aid gets mixed. Right. I can only watch this stuff with you guys. Everything disgusts me even more since Marty's passing. That makes sense, yeah.
Run a business, all right? Do not let people deceive you. If you want to go apply for that, go apply for it. If you want to wait because maybe you like someone else and get under, that's fine too. People, I'm going to say this again. Oh my God, you got me going, Comfort. There's people that text me all day long from every kind of technology you can imagine. Well, Chris, I built a team of 500 and I applaud them. Great. Well, did they fill out the application? Yeah, a lot of them did. Okay. So now they're not your team. Remember, keep the old where it's supposed to be. Now, you can also give people a choice. Well, you have a choice. You can apply, which I would do. Or when I get my master link, and if you want it, you ask me.
Master link.
So the old mentality stays behind us, guys. Basically, we're starting over. Do people like that? Not a lot of people, because some people had big teams, but most of those people did it the wrong way.
Like, just a link.
We are not going to repeat history on this one. Everyone on this panel I know is ethical and they're honest. And if you want to become successful, be honest. If you want to become successful and dishonest, shame on you. That will get you eventually. So let's not. We're talking to the founders now. And like it got Ash. I had to say this information. Let's concentrate on new people. Let's concentrate on what Ash Mufareh has told us on this last big webinar. I'm sorry. That's the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I want to be honest with everyone. And I would appreciate everyone follow exactly what Ash Mufareh has told us what to do. All right. It's that simple, guys. You know, someone put out a post today, and Peter, or someone was supposed to remind me, I wrote it down. You will not lose your position, or you will lose your position if you don't take the survey. Wrong. Listen to me, folks. Ash Mufareh is the most biggest-hearted guy in the world.
Okay, well then why? That just makes no sense. That makes no sense. What do you mean you don't lose you don't have a position right now? You don't have a company right now. There are no positions. You're literally applying with an application. So if nothing changes, why do the application process? What is the point of it? Like, seriously, if everyone just stays where they are and allegedly and on passive for this new thing and nothing changes, what is even the point of this? It just makes no sense. How do you become a part of the new thing when you don't apply to it? And you have to apply to it in order to get your master link, as you call it. Literally does not make any sense, Chris. Like, now you're just talking in circles where you're not making sense anymore and you're explaining things. You're like over-explaining. Like, what is this? It literally doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would it be an application process then? Of course, if you don't apply, you don't get in. That's the point. Feel like Cardi B for a moment. Hello. Then the lawyer says, "Hi, I'm here." That's like my favorite meme right now. Fucking love that meme.
All the surveys, even the questionnaire, if you didn't take it, does not disqualify you. You are still there. Period. All your accounts are still there. So whoever keeps putting these rotten posts out, don't share them. You know they're not the truth. I'm here to tell you. Share the truth. We've said this for 5, 6, 7 years. Let's just share the truth. I think that's it, Comfort. If I missed something, I'm sure my buddy Peter will tell me. But there you go. I'm sorry if it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. I believe in following the truth all the time. And if you follow the truth and you're truthful to people, whatever you're doing will succeed. I promise you that. Miss Comfort, back to you.
Thank you so much, Chris. That was powerful. This is what we needed today, and I really appreciate you. So, guys, I'll just leave it open again because I know there's so much. Oh, before we go ahead, Peter Rogers, I know that you and Chris had a chit chat before now. Is there anything you'd still like Chris to touch on before we move on, or do you want to contribute based on what you discussed? Then, Collins, if you have any contribution, everybody at all, if you have anything to chip in, then you'll do that after Peter Rogers.
Okay.
Pete, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me. Yeah, great. Thank you, Chris. I think you covered everything that needed to be said. I just want to really say, obviously, there's the main group, Success with Ash, the Facebook group with Tanya and a few of the other girls who are running. Obviously, once you go into that Facebook group, only post truthful messages. Don't falsify things, because we're finding as we go through the posts, we're finding things are being said wrong, and and we're not going to obviously post them out. I sort of want to talk about obviously with the OES, everybody's got an account and they've got their main account. Now, I've only done my main account. I haven't done any other account. I've got loads of accounts for family, like Chris has already said. I've done my main one account. That is enough. Ash doesn't want you going out and filling 15, 20 accounts so you can get in. That's not what it's about. Okay, it's about you being truthful on that first application. And if you can go through the process and Ash is happy with the process with you, then you will be hopefully selected. As Chris has already said. If you're not,
and then if you don't go through the process, you do not get selected and you lose your spot. So what the heck is Chris talking about? Lord.
Selected doesn't mean to say you're not involved. What it means is you can try again with obviously another account, or you can wait and for one of the other people who are selected to give you their link. And if you want to join under them, you can join under them. If you want to join under the person that was already introduced you to the business, okay, and they've been selected, then you can join under them. Okay, this is not a free-for-all. This is not, it's not for leaders to go out and say, right, I'm in, I'm going to, spread my link out 100 miles an hour to everybody. That's not what it's about. Okay, as Chris has already said, Yeah.
They still have, I think, 2 days to do the survey. And honestly, they probably won't send out the links until, like, if I had to guess, at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. If you did get accepted to it. I'm just trying to be realistic with how long it will be before you probably hear from them. I wouldn't think that you're not selected because you haven't heard yet. The way that this would work and the way like they did the last results, right, was everyone filled in the survey. They had until a certain time to fill it in, right? We reached that date. And then a few days later, they were like, oh, yay, here are the results. We're so wonderful. And then like 2 weeks after that, Ash was finally like, all right, I'll come talk to you guys about it. So I have a feeling that this is going to be similar. I believe they still have 2 or 3 more days. I will check after I press play on this again. I'll run and check how long this survey has to go for. And yeah, after that, it will probably take Ash a few weeks to go through the surveys with his alleged tech team and approve people. So we'll see how that goes. That will be interesting, but I bet you it will be weeks before you hear.
Share the link to people that you feel who's going to build a business. Don't forget, those people, once they get that link, have got to go through the funnel, through the system, and learn what
This
you
is
learn.
actually Peter Rogers. He is actually the one that signed up a lot of people to this. He is the reason why Marty is actually was in this. That's who he is. Very, very important bloke, apparently. You know? But I agree, he pretty much is just some fool from the UK. But that is who he is, if you're wondering. That is the Peter Rogers that you have probably heard about before. Mark, thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate it.
It's not going to be, it's not going to be a walk in the park. You're going to be taught how to run your business. It's like me, okay? I've got a conventional business, okay? When I started that business, there was nothing there. I had to go out and I had to find the building, find the right location.
All right, I've got it. 2 days and 14 hours left. Exactly. See, it's right here. Deadline in 2 days and 14 hours. So that's how long you have to fill it out, the application. And then, like I said, it'll probably be another couple weeks before emails start going out. And yes, Mark B actually brought that up before earlier as well. And I agree, Jelly. I doubt they're going to turn people away because we've had people fill out the surveys wrong in the past and they were allegedly pruning people and those people didn't get pruned. So based on our research, I still feel like most people are answering, trying to guess what the right answer is, which would be a little harder with this one. There were more options. But, know your O coins are not coming and do not ask again. Right? Catching up at Chris as a leader in Top Brain Lord, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, it's the truth, though. It's the truth. So, there you have it. They have that long to fill it out still. So there you go. I can't fill it out again. You can only fill out this one once.
Okay, and work that location. I had to get the stock in. I had to obviously get the shelves in to put the stock on. I had to sort out all different sorts of things. That's me running my business. That's me putting effort into my business because I wanted that business to work. And it does work. It's a pretty successful business. I'm going to put the same effort into this as into my this new business, what Ash is sharing with us, the same effort. You've got to put effort into your business to be successful.
Yeah, they had everyone buy multiple accounts, so people paid $97 for each one of those accounts. And they were told that they should do that so that they could make more money, run more businesses, right? And now they're being told don't apply with all of these accounts. And Chris is telling them how to commit fraud with them. He's like, just gather people's information and use it, and then you can run all the accounts. And it's like, no, don't do that. That's not good advice at all. The Unpassivian should all apply, and then if they want an upline, they can use a different email to use the link method. Become your own pyramid. There you go. I mean, at this point, you can. Especially if you take Chris's advice, right? It's like,
you can't expect a free ride, okay? And that's what Ash is looking for. He's looking for people, individuals, who are willing to put the effort into their business. Don't get me wrong. All these people here, you know, who are here, we're here to help you. We're not here just for ourselves. We are here to share what's going to be good and what's going to be happening. And we want to help you, okay? But you've got to help yourself. It's as simple as that. You've got to help yourself. So, another thing as well with I want to say is about the YouTube channel.
I thought it was like that many, but apparently it's thousands, as I was corrected by them when Ash and I were arguing. More than that.
You know, I don't speak very often.
Not a
People
break.
know that. They call me Mr. Shy Guy and whatever. But when I do get excited and I start to speak, I do blurt it out. I've got a YouTube channel. Okay, I think I've got a couple ones on there that I've actually spoken on, but I would speak to other guys, and what I feel is really necessary for this business, I downloaded onto my channel because I've got a lot of subscribers and I want to keep them informed. Okay, it's not wrong and it's not right. Okay, because you do need to obviously put yourself out there and obviously share it. But I can tell you now that my YouTube channel's only got Victory with Ash. Got nothing else on there. I don't promote anything else. You know, I'm 100% behind this business, and that's what Ash wants you to be. He wants you to be 100% behind this, not put other stuff on it, because it's why bother? Okay, so that's all I really want to say. I can't think of anything else. I don't know. No, I think
so. Basically, you have to replace your Facebook identity with the cult before you join. Awesome. I see things are moving along quite smoothly.
That's about it. Okay, back to you, Comfort. Okay.
Somebody's on fire. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a great delivery there. And I like how you made it clear. We help those who actually need help. You went to sleep like 4 or 5 years ago. You woke up this morning. I want us to sit you down and talk you through 5-year material for within a couple of hours. That's not going to work. So people who are making an effort, when you get stuck somewhere, that's where we step in. I think that's what Peter Rogers is saying, in other words, and that's really clear. Thank you, Pete. So, Collins, there's a lot of excitement. People want to move with their thousands of accounts over to VWA, Victory with Ash. People want to just get excited. But then some people still think that Victory with Ash is the final destination. Can we give a bit more information about Victory with Ash and where this is taking us to? This is important. Come on. So, Collins, you go, and anybody else, you have more to add to this. Let's do that, please.
Thank you, Mr. Comfort. I just thank Chris Johnson, Julie, and Peter. You know, you guys have really explained a lot of stuff, you know, which is really good. You know, the whole yesterday, I'm even lost in my voice.
At one point during this webinar, Collins watches me leave a comment telling everyone that this is a pyramid scheme, that they should leave. And then he blocked me.
Because I've been talking and talking, calls upon call just to answer questions, because a lot of founders are still trapped with the old mindset of the old business. They don't want to let go. I said, we have to rise, we have to reset, and we have to refocus. But some people are really trapped. No matter how much you explain, they don't want to let go. So I use example of a car. You have a car and the engine knock everything destroyed. There is nothing you can take out of it. Only yourself. You just have to thank God for being alive and then prepare to buy a new car for yourself. But there are people who still like they are trapped looking at the old car and say, oh God, why? Why not this? We just have to let go. Ash is the pilot. Like I always said, I follow Ash and the dream. Sometimes I look at the business and I give example of other business where the head has been taken off and then the business collapsed. What if you had you have the head and the vision together? The business will still thrive. We need to listen to Mr. Ash Mufareh. That's what I'm saying. We don't have to jump, try to see what we are not seeing. Even the new business, we don't know. I told the founders, we are coming in to learn. Let's come and learn together. Don't wait. Like Comfort said, victory with Ash. It is a communication place, a hub where all of us.
Or this better be the most complicated business in the entire world. If it takes you 8 years to learn things to get ready to be a part of it, let me tell you.
To get the training, we will unite, grow, and prepare for the big, bold, beautiful shared dream. It is not the business. Even within that holding tank, if you don't live according to the code of conduct, like Chris Johnson said, you'll be kicked out. This is 100% business. You know, you need to stay in and learn. Nobody can do it for you. Like the multiple account, there are people, they're still holding on to that. I know people who went in, do all of their account with the mindset that they want to increase their chances of being selected. That is really like, I said, what? I said one account, just use one of your account. There is no chance. There is nothing. It's not competing. It's just like, don't do it because it's just of no use. Do one, get in first, and then you can know what to do with the rest. Because to be honest with you, this is the priority position, the way I see it and the way I'm explaining it. They are giving something to you to become that top priority so you can help others. Like Julie said, to be a leader is not easy. Ask yourself from the bottom of your heart, ask that question, how many hours are you ready to put in here? Some of the question asked was really, really deep. Are you ready to put 40 hours, not only for yourself, but to train others? Are you someone who can train others with humility, tell them the truth?
Oh, my Lord.
You know, there are a lot of
we
things.
manipulate you.
When you look yourself, you know, through that 13 questions, take the YouTube out. Those 13 questions, are you one of those who can spend sleepless night, counted hours to help others? Because together we can rise, but when we split, we will all fail. Ash wants us to come and support him to build this business because he cannot do it on his own. He is the CEO. He will be doing the stuff, building the products, going. But we have to sit back, help those who cannot help themselves, train those who cannot train themselves, tell them what they can do to grow their business.
Tell them what they
Having multiple accounts is nothing if you cannot put the effort in each of those accounts. Every account, you need to put that effort. Gone as those days where you think, I will just get it, go and sleep, and it will happen for you. That was the old car. That car cannot take us to that destination. Us build something different for us.
Fraudulent. Fraudulent. How are you going to be doing that? How are you? Okay, because Chris Johnson tells them, go get somebody to use the identification of in order to run multiple accounts. Once again, we've hit this spot. This isn't the first time we've been here. They've said this in the past about on passive accounts. When they realized they needed a KYC, they were like, shit, what do we do? And then that was their advice. So now they're doing the exact same thing. Off to a great start, guys. Good job leaving on passive and all of the legal stuff behind. So now they're telling people, yeah, go get somebody else's information to get through that KYC to be able to run multiple accounts. But then you have to put the work into all those accounts. Okay, but where's the money going? Is it going into that person's bank account or your bank account? Or is there going to be a whole bunch of accounts all of a sudden, all set up in other people's names, but all the money's going into your one bank account? Like the banks won't be like, what the hell's going on here? All these people that are signed up to Victory with Ash, they all have multiple names and like IDs, social insurance numbers, but then all their money's going to the same Chris Johnson account. The fuck is going on here? Oh wait, that's fraud. It's a federal crime. Again, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing over here, guys? Let's not break the law. We were supposed to do better, remember? Can't do this. This isn't good, Ash. I think this is in violation. I'm pretty sure that you're having the people that are working for you telling people how to commit fraud on live streams right now, Ash Mufareh. And I don't think the SEC would appreciate this. It would be a shame if somebody emailed this live stream to one of the lawyers in that case, wouldn't it?
To put that effort and time. You know, I want to put my effort and time on one account because I know it is massive. You don't need to have account with empty house. You need account with multiple applications. Are you ready to understand it? Know how to put it when Ash will come with all the training materials, teaching us what to do. One is enough for me because it is massive.
Do I believe?
But again, as Comfort said, we are just there getting ready. He said only one account. And then you can think, we will think about that when we get in there. Let us just get in there first, then we will worry about the rest. So, Mr. Comfort, thank you. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I know how one of the requirements Ash was looking for in the questionnaire is resilience. At least I've been doing more breathing exercises this week than I've ever done before. I need to breathe in and then, God, help me, Papa, help me, please. I just want to be nice. Because they
kind of point out that he basically just told people to do what Heather was joking about what people should do earlier. Make their own pyramid of just a bunch of themselves in separate accounts. It's like, Lord.
Come with questions and things like that. You just want to, you know. So, Andy, this is for you. Anybody can add after Andy says this. Julian and Chris, you can't wait. After this, you comment on what everybody else is saying. Andy, somebody called me yesterday.
This one.
And said,
Really? We're doing
working hard to keep their community. Can I get it one-to-one with Ash and tell him, Ash, please give us at least 1 month to do this victory with Ash thing, because we've been waiting for 7 years and you cannot just come and give us a few days and then close it down. So what do you think? Should Ash give us up to 1 month to go over to victory with Ash? And why not, Andy? Sorry that I'm doing this, but we need to discuss it.
Yeah, I think there are still, as everybody has said, there's still a lot of people that are still back behind. Let me put this into simplistic words.
Okay.
One account. You have that one account, and we don't know what's coming, but obviously we're going to have to learn something to be able to take it to the next level. But he's going to give us what's required to be able to learn that. Now, like Pete, I have a YouTube channel. It's not that successful. I have an awful lot of people on there, but at the end of the day, the vast majority still don't understand exactly what's going on. That's a shame.
Because you're not explaining.
Can I monetize my YouTube account? No, I can't. It keeps telling me, sorry, you can't monetize it. Well, do I need to? No. Why would I want to? Because at the end of the day, the object of the exercise is to understand what Ash is offering us, be able to take advantage of it. Now, the one thing we do know, Ash is a marketeer. That's his speciality.
Marketeer.
We've talked about, you know, specific targeted traffic before. And if it means us learning something in order to be able to set something up on a platform and be able to offer that out, and he helps us to market that, to be able to great. That's all I need. So do I need my YouTube channel? No, I don't.
Okay.
If I could monetize my YouTube channel, that would be an additional extra, but I can't because YouTube won't let me.
Because you're running.
Am I worried? No. It's because there's too many videos from Chris on there that it just, and the face doesn't fit. No. At the end of the day, it tells me that I haven't got enough of my own videos, even though the vast majority of are Heroes and Collins and I are on OP Digital Blueprint.
Yeah, but Andy, you have to get a certain amount of watch hours on your channel before you get monetized. Doesn't matter if you have a few videos on there of you on the Heroes and stuff. If you're only getting like 3 people, 4 people watching those videos, and they're hardly watching them, then you're not going to get monetized. You have to basically get a certain amount of hours that people watch you for. I think it's changed though. It used to be like 4,000 watch hours. And then you were allowed. No, for monetization. For streaming, I think you can just stream like right when you start your channel. But when you start a YouTube channel, you are not monetized. You have to basically prove to YouTube that you're making content that enough people want to watch, that it will make sense to put ads on your videos and pay you for them. Right? It's not just like you sign up and they're like, okay, here, we'll start putting ads on. Although I did hear that YouTube was going to start putting them on all videos, which is a little bit like, okay. But in order to get paid for it, you have to do your own type of content as well, by the way. It usually has to be your own type of content too. So if you're just uploading other people's content as well, that they might also be like, well, we can't monetize this. But you have to have so many watch hours, and then you have to have so many subscribers. It used to be 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours when I got monetized. So Andy's complaining now because he's saying he doesn't have that many videos on his channel, but he can prove that it's his channel because he has videos showing his face because he's on the Heroes webinars. Okay, but people aren't watching the videos on your channel, so you're not getting the watch time. That's why you're not monetized. And if you would listen to that, you know, and if you can't take those instructions, no wonder why you're confused over here and on passive. Victory with Ash, next destination, new direction company. Like, it literally will tell you in the back. It will be like, you need this many watch time hours left before you are monetized. And then once you get there, it says, congratulations. There's other stuff you got to do. Like, you got to prove you are who you say you are and all this. To dox yourself to YouTube. Not publicly, but like, you do have to hand them in your ID, and they send you something to your address, and you have to prove it's your address and all this before you get monetized. You have to take ownership for the channel, basically, because if, you know, somebody does want to sue you, they have to know it actually is you. And that's why people that, oftentimes people that are like, you know, want to be anonymous can't get monetized. You know, if they don't want YouTube to know who they are, is more what I mean. Not like anonymous to the public. You can still get monetized and go by like a fake name to the public, and then only YouTube knows your real name or whatever. But like, you know, if there's a lot of people on here that are out here doing nefarious things with their channels, and they'll be like, oh, I don't want YouTube to know it's me, you know, just in case they get me in trouble for my actions. And it's like, yeah, you're not going to get monetized then, just so you know. Which is good if they're doing something wrong. But Andy's trying to complain like YouTube's being silly, or are treating him differently, or it's because of another reason. And I'm like, no, it's actually pretty simple. People haven't watched you for long enough. You haven't gotten enough watch hours. That's it. That's it. Andy is the dentist of the UK founders. Makes me cringe, probably. Andy is the numbers guy after all. Right?
What was? But you're right, Pete. I have to get rid of all of the old stuff.
Yeah.
All of the old stuff, because that's gone. Now I've had a couple of the guys that
yeah, you can
were
do
with
that, Joe.
us in the first journey, if you like, and
Pretty sure that's
my
okay.
team, again, wrong wording.
You have to have a real person representative in some way for your channel, right? That's basically what it is, which is why, like, you know, I hope that this AI channel thing doesn't take off. We're seeing all these AI videos everywhere. I'm kind of like, okay, but there's somebody behind it. There has to be. So, you know, AI doesn't just make channels by itself and upload videos. And also you have to prove that you're a person behind, you know, it's supposed to stop like bots from running channels, basically, is what it's supposed to do. So that they're not monetizing those kinds of channels. So I think you can, and I think you can use a lawyer as well. You have a representative. You just have to have a human representative in some way that has an address that they can attach to you, right? This is very surprising. Andy is very charismatic.
The group that I discussed this with was, from my point of view, was very small. Always has been, because I'm not one to push this on others, and it just didn't grow the way I wanted it to. Not a problem.
Well,
not interested in that.
Interesting.
And I'll tell you for why. Because I'm more interested in being able to market using Ash's techniques and Ash's marketing speciality. So do I need a group? No, I don't. It's not the be all and end all of the business. We know that. We understood that. But I also want to go back a bit, because we've had guys in the old system that never did a thing ever, that were in it to begin with and had hundreds of thousands in their group. Hundreds of thousands. Never went on a video, never did any videos, never listened to anybody. I've got it made. I've got a big group. I don't need to bother.
Oh, man.
No, I'm sorry. Tell me why I should work for people like you. No, that's not me. I want my own efforts to be able to make a difference. And the reason that we did this in the first place originally was because of the money. And we all know that's changed. We're here to help others. So whether you sit behind Peter, behind Chris, behind Julie, behind Gifty, it matters not. You're still part of the business, and it's up to you to then be able to learn or choose to learn or not. You don't. Not a problem.
Right? It's like, what are we marketing? Ash's specialties? Like, how do you sell that?
If you do, then you gonna have an opportunity. And if you want to take
like, he's apparently so busy that he can only meet with them like maybe once a month right now. So how are we having this group that depends on him sharing with them? Basically, he would have to go back to the olden days, right? Where he was going live with these guys for like 3-4 hours every day. Like, he would have to come on a lot more to be in this victory with Ash to teach them. I mean, surely he's not just going to show up once a month for a lesson. and then everyone's paying for that monthly, or I guess not paying for it. I don't know. He said it was going to be free, but like, I don't know anymore because like they're talking about this like it's a business. Like they're going to be doing marketing. Like Jelly said, market what? I don't know. Like it's like what? Like I am, like everything is just so bizarre. It makes no sense. So I don't know what we're doing here. So this new thing is called Victory with Ash. Is this reality? Yes. But he's going to have to be live at least, you would think at least once a week, right? Like, let's be real. If this thing is him selling his advice on marketing and running a business, it's kind of like a coaching business, right? Like, that's technically what they're doing here. An affiliate marketing coaching business, but they don't want to call it that because Ash isn't allowed to do that for 8 years, technically. So they're trying to describe it in every other way possible, but pretty much that's what it is. Where Ash is going to be coaching all of them on how to run a business in the future, but right now the business is just his coaching? Like, I'm, again, very confused. At this point, it's just something to fill the time for lonely, gullible people, right? You know?
Opportunity with both hands, great.
What is the opportunity?
I'm here to help you. If you don't want to and you want a free ride again, sorry, I'm
but
not
like
there to
more
do that.
often than not. So like I'm kind of like, what a weird time to do this when he's allegedly really busy and can only see them like once a month. But sure, yeah, Victory with Ash, where he sells his stuff.
I'm there to help those that want help to build something.
Yeah, because he'll be able
does
to
make
be
a
there for
difference
you,
in the
give you
future.
help. Mhm.
Thank you, Comfort. Back to you.
Yeah, I'm confident.
Wow, thank you, Andy. I think listening to everyone, I feel like everybody, some of us are ready for business now. Uncle Bob, I see you're raising your hand. Welcome, bro.
Yes, Sister Comfort, let me add a few items. You know, I think your question was somebody, part of your question was they're asking to extend 1 more month or something like that. Let us realize that Mr. Ash and the team, they have taken in consideration of how long it could take, you know, for all this to be done. First of all, for those of us who have filled out the application, it takes less than 10 minutes, right, to do the application to get into Victory with Ash. And then when you get inside Victory with Ash, Mr. Ash, let us remember that Mr. Ash, I think he told us that the training that he's giving to us is one that he has paid for, and is training that he has garnered. They've given him, and he's trying to share it with us. Right? He has paid for it to share it with us. So I think, like yesterday I said, he was trying to make us mini Ashes, right? Let us remember that he said also that they are.
What are you talking about? He didn't say he was buying anything from anywhere and then selling it or teaching it. How would Ash make you mini Ashes by teaching you somebody else's sales tactics and marketing tricks, Bob? Bob. Come on, Bob. That just sounds stupid. Like, are you going to learn how to do things like me if I sell you Joe's book on how to do things? Like, no. Like, it's just, what are you talking about? No, Bob. He wants to sell you his expertise, which you then go on to say. So it's like, what were you talking about? So it's him. Just him. Nothing else. Just him. And he's going to provide you his great library of knowledge. Bob, tech genius. You're right. The Honorable Mr. Ash Mufareh, sir, Lord of the Internet. But yeah, it's just him, Bob.
There are going to be like videos in libraries. Libraries, they have looked at all the learning systems that we have out there, and they have created the videos at the best. So it's going to be there for you.
So who's going to be what you're telling me is he's recording a bunch of videos, Ash. So he's not even coming live to teach you. He's just going to make a whole bunch of generic, this is how you market a business video. And then you all what, hang out in a Facebook group and then watch his videos? Oh yeah, sign me up. Queen, you can get a 15% commission for selling my book. Gee, thanks, Joe. My friend is hooked into this scam. He has said on numerous occasions that he has made friends by watching these streams. He's a bit of a loner, so that's understandable, but sad. It is. It is, and the sad thing is because just like Robin and Marty, they believe that these people are really their friends. But just like Robin and Marty, the second that they can't make money off of them anymore, they don't mean anything to them. And that's the worst thing that happens. And you'll hear that from a lot of us that left. That even more so than the financial harm, what really hurts is thinking that you found your people, your community, people that are going to be there for you, that are friends and call themselves your family. And then all of a sudden you mean shit to them. You know? That's the harder part to get over. That isn't talked about maybe as much on here as it should be. But you will hear a lot of people that leave MLM saying that was the hard part for them. It was very hard to all of a sudden be like, wow, none of these people were ever my friend. Because you're looking back at everything that they've ever done and you're going, well, that wasn't because you were my friend. Shit. Because mostly what is happening, it's a feel-good circle jerk for older people seeking a financial miracle to meet their impending retirement financial needs. Yeah, and people that are desperate, in desperate situations, because they went seeking out people in desperate situations, and then promised them the world. And it's not fair to hand somebody help if you're not going to actually do anything for them, in my opinion.
If you want to take 2 years to understand and learn those videos to help you enhance you as you move forward, that's on you. But Mr. Ash is making those available to all of us. What is he doing? This part of the training, like building productive habits, and goal settings. Those are the things that Ash is taking us forward in Victory that we're going to be learning. Modern marketing know-how, marketing skills, mindset tools, and things like that. Those are the things that you see in the library or the videos that you learn to enhance, help you as you move forward, including additional communication and information for us to move to the next phase. So it is on you, my dear friend. It is on you. How long you want to take to understand and learn. If it's 10 years you want to take, okay, take 10 years, and when you can, we'll already be in the new place. Once you get it, then
yeah, well, only for 2 years though, Bob. Not bad news for you. You guys are gonna have to wait 8 years before you sell anything.
Come and join us and do your business. But Mr. Ash cannot hold it for 1 month for you to be to get ready and understand everything before it moves forward. No. Remember, now the man is in an execution phase. He's going step by step. The first step, let's go. Fill your application, come into Victory with Ash. We go in there and I'll give you the tools for you to learn and understand whatever you need to move forward. The next step, we'll move into Victory with Ash. We'll move into our ultimate destination, and then additional stuff will be given to you, what you need to know, and so forth. So the ball is in your court in the nutshell, Sister Comfort.
Thank you so much, Uncle Bob. Really quick, I know Chris wants to speak, because one of the things we've been waiting for 7 to 8 years for this minute to come, and somebody wants it extended. Give us 7 years, please. Chris, over to you.
I just want to, number one, you guys are all phenomenal what you're saying. I love it. And I want to ask you all a question by the nods of your head. We all understand that we've put out a lot of information to help people. And we also understand that a lot of people don't understand it. You all agree to that? Some people are still, a lot of people confused. Well, I want to try to put it in a way, this is what I always did, put it in a way that everyone can understand this. So let me do this. It could be corny. We'll see if it works. I don't know. But every one of us was given a pot with soil in it by Ash Mufareh. And he gave us one seed. Now we're going to put that seed in the soil, right? Now, whose job is it to take care of that seed, to water?
Oh my God, the seed's actually a button. This motherfucker sold me a button. This isn't growing into anything. I can't water this. And the damn thing's broken. I can't even sew it onto a shirt. That's what's actually going on here, you know, since you like analogies and stuff so much.
Water it, make sure it gets sun. Okay, welcome to the Victory of Ash Learning Center, because that learning center is, hey, you know, you got to water your plant. You got to water that seed. You got to fertilize it. And I think maybe people will understand a little bit better that way. It's a reminder that he's got everything there. So in other words, if you're confused on something, you go back to the Victory of Ash Learning Center. Oh, yeah, that's what he meant. Don't guess it. Chris Johnson is not going to call you and say, hey, Jacuzzi, did you water the seed and dirt I gave you? No. What I'm trying to say is it's all of our responsibilities, which everyone has said in here, to water our own seed and take care of it and make sure it gets the sunlight it needs and watch it flourish. I hope that.
Oh my God, this isn't water. This is acid. Like, come on, Chris. Come on. What's he going to do? Is he going to make a video called "This is how you buy the naming rights to a Dubai metro station"? Like, this is how you get sued for $108 million by the SEC? Lord. Video library of just Ash Mufareh tips and tricks. Lord. Imagine.
Maybe we'll. That's all. I hope it clears a little bit up for some people that don't understand.
Right?
Yeah, it does. Because I use this same analogy of watering seeds on a video, Chris. When somebody was like, you know, I joined this business, I made so many people to join because, okay, there's noise. I'll just let somebody else speak. So, Sister Ivy, do you want to contribute anything at all? No, let's hear from Julie first. I'm not sure if she's still in. Then Sister Ivy, you go after that. I can't talk much because there's noise. Sorry.
We can hear you, Comfort. We are not hearing noise.
Okay,
Julie, go, please.
I wanted to add to what Chris said earlier when he got like really angry. No, he didn't. He wasn't angry. He wanted to emphasize the point, right? So I wanted to add to what he said. What Chris said, it's 100,000% correct. And what Peter said, what Andy said, everybody said here, it's 100% correct. Okay, but I wanted to say this.
Oh,
there is a post that I put.
Well, Julie wins that everything here is 1,000%, 100% correct. So I guess, guys, everything's on the up and up. Yeah, Julie, I'm not trusting you. You've always said that Ash Mufareh is 1,000%, 100,000%, 100% correct. Even when he was doing On Passive, which the SEC shut down. So, what the fuck does it mean when you come online? Somebody that makes money by being in this, right? You're hoping to make money by being in this at the top of this thing as a leader, right? So, of course, you're going to be like, this thing's wonderful. Ash is amazing. What everyone's saying here is true. Even though, like, it's not true, even based on what Ash has said about Victory with Ash. You guys are going back on a lot of what he said. And he said, please don't do hype. And you guys are just doing constant hype. It's ridiculous. But that doesn't mean anything.
Out there. The post called no uplines and no downlines. Okay. It's on Facebook. Understand the fact that there's no uplines and no downlines. There's a circle of personal circle together. That means that everybody is equally. That means that everybody is equally. Everybody is a leader in that circle. And if you are in that circle and you don't think the person that want to so-called leaders doesn't do the job and guide people, leave the circle. Go form your own circle. But if you are the person that always critic, that cannot work with other people, it doesn't matter what circle you go to, you will be the same person. It doesn't change. So you gotta look, and that's the reason why Mr. Mufareh said, you gotta be who you are. Who you are as a nagging whiner, you will be a whiner no matter what circle you are going to. And I wanted to clarify this.
Nagging whiner.
In that post, I put something that one ID, and I said that if you want to read that, you can read that. However, people just take that message, but didn't read the whole thing and then went and posted in the group. Now, do you remember everybody hears? Tell everybody to leave the group. Leave the group that talks bad, talk negative. Leave the group because it's damaging you. The reason why you want to leave it, because you want to be the leader of yourself. You want to be that leader. You don't need anyone to lead you. The only leader in this company is Mr. Ash Mufareh. No one else is leader. We are
like, enough of this, lady. I'm starting my own damn cult. All right. It's just like, damn, Julie. Julie's coming in hot. Coming in hot today, Julie. All right, listen, I reposted your post. You were telling people that they should sign up their minor children to Victory with Ash. Yeah, that's what you were doing. You were going around Facebook, Julie, and you were saying, do you know what parents should do? Parents should sign up their minor children for our pyramid scheme. And I did. I did, Julie. I posted it. Yes, I did. Minors. Once the parent registers, they can enroll their followers or children once they have the link to Victory with Ash. And I said, Julie Wynn, how dare you, lady? How dare you leave the kids alone? What are you doing, Julie? I said, why are you giving people advice to sign their minors up for a group about multi-level marketing business practices with a man who was just fined $4 million and his company also fined $4 million, meaning together they were fined $8 million and made to pay back like $31 million in disgorgement by the SEC for running a pyramid scheme. Minors cannot legally sign contracts in most countries, Julie. This is awful advice, and I do not recommend signing your children up to any business opportunities, no matter what the opportunity, and no matter where you are from. No matter what they claim to be selling, as I say here, doing or sharing. Julie, leave the kids alone. And this isn't the first time that you guys have said, yeah, I signed minors up. This isn't the first time I personally had to call you out for saying to sign up minors to pyramid schemes. A minor can't sign a business contract, an affiliate agreement, a non-disclosure agreement, and can't get through the KYC legally. Like, this is irresponsible and illegal. Telephone a la policía. Okay? We don't do that. So if you're going to be out here saying things like this, Julie, yes, people will share them out and say, don't do this, this is bad. All right? And honestly, if people shared this in the group and said, please don't do this, this is bad, well, maybe you should listen to them. It's not good to do that. All right? Lord. Do they have that cash on hand to pay the 31 millions back to the SEC? Well, if Trump defunds them, then it's not going to matter, will it? Yeah. It would be so interesting to know the trial that the money has taken, how much was converted into Bitcoin and is now worth a lot more. Well, it wouldn't be worth a lot more if it was converted into Bitcoin. It would be worth nothing. Since when has the law ever stopped Ash? Well, yeah, true. But I mean, if you're going to say people are sharing your posts, at least be honest about people sharing your posts. I'll own that. I shared your post, but it was that one. And it should have been shared and called out. Don't do that. If I see you doing that, I am going to be upset. No matter what MLM company you're in. Do not tell parents to sign up their minors. The fuck? Like I said, that's not even legal. You can't sign. There's no contractual agreement that you can make with a minor. And like that, parents running accounts in their minors' names is fucking disgusting. I'm sorry, but shame on you as a parent if you ever sign up for something in your child's fucking name and you do that to them and their credit, then you're a piece of shit. And if this company or any company is telling you to do that, you tell them no. You say, I will not be signing up my minor child or using my child's information for anything, and how dare you even suggest that I do such a thing? And then you leave, and you say, I want nothing to do with this illegal bullshit. Enough of this place. And that's what you should be telling people. That's a responsible thing to share with your audience, Julie. That if anyone ever tells them to do that, they look them right in the eye and they say, no, fuck you, and they go. Because you should not be doing that. You're in Canada. That's a huge fraud. You even sign up as your child. You're in huge trouble. CAS will come and take your kids. And they should. Because you do not have the right to do that. Don't do that to your kids. Your kids have the right to grow up with a clean slate and then fuck up their own credit on their own when they get their first credit card at 17 like I did. For my birthday. It was for my 18th birthday, I guess. Technically, I just turned 18. But I got it when I was 17 in anticipation that I would receive it after my 18th birthday, so it would be okay. And even I find that to be shiesty. Even looking back on that, that wasn't smart of anyone to do with me. Why did they do that to me? That was cruel. So don't do that to children. Just saying. Ash has been receiving money for this scam since before 2020. How can you say if it was converted into Bitcoin, it would be worth nothing? Bitcoin has risen in value because I do not believe in Bitcoin. I do not do cryptocurrency. I am against all of the cryptocurrency bros and all of the cryptocurrency cults that they run. That is why. I am not a fan of cryptocurrency. I think that the deregulation of money gives people the ability to do whatever they want with it, which means that they can use it for human trafficking, which is what a lot of the crypto companies are actually attached to. When you look behind the scenes, I personally myself, along with people that I personally know that work out here doing what I do, have actually connected several thousands of cryptocurrency companies to human trafficking, including the human trafficking of children in other countries. Therefore, because of that, I personally refuse to ever support any kind of cryptocurrency scheme. You don't know where the money is going and what it is going to. Even Bitcoin, you don't know where all that money is going to. A lot of these things are run by actual crime syndicates, right? So I literally, it's not that I don't believe in it, it's that I know how it's attached to the organized crime in our world that I don't support and that I am actively trying to stop. So I'm not going to have anything to do with it, and I'm not going to support it. Hello, Baron! Ash probably bought NFTs with it. Well, we do know that he did buy some cryptocurrency. We know that for sure. He did, because they even said that in the SEC case.
The leader of the people that follows you. But in order for you to be that leader, you have to carry a leadership's characteristics. That means you care for the people that are in your care. And
the US dollar is. I'm even sure that the Canadian dollar is, which is where I am. So the US dollar doesn't have anything to really do with me. But it can be tracked more so than a cryptocurrency can. And yes, money is used for evil things. Would you like my actual take on capitalism? Because I don't think the world's ready for it yet.
That is what Mr. Mufareh is doing. He is caring for the people that is in his care. And that's what he said he does. He's going to do it or die. Therefore, if anyone take part of that message and post in their own group that they formed many years ago, and if you see that message, and if they force you not to enter, not to fill out the application and wait for them, leave that group. That is absolutely wrong. That is not the characteristic of this company, and that's not the characteristic of Mr. Ash Mufareh, and that is not the characteristic of everyone that's on this panel.
No, okay. You should all sign up directly under Ash Mufareh, and also sign up your minor children directly under Ash Mufareh. Lord, that's what
the only leader in this company is Mr. Ash Mufareh, and everyone follows what he's saying. If you want to be successful, and I'm not saying to everyone here, and I'm sorry if I'm yelling, but I'm saying if you want to be in the dream business, follow what he's saying. Follow the instructions, and all of us here will do our very best to communicate that message to every single one. And if we make mistakes, come back and ask the clarification question, not come back and say, oh, why did you say this? Oh, why this? Why this? Because we understand the information that Mr. Mufareh give us. It's what everyone is understanding. Yes, he does talk to Chris, but that's his best friend. That is his friend. He talks.
Oh my God.
And so we cannot say, I am a leader. You have to follow me. No, that is a no. Therefore, everyone, please do not take part of what we post.
Oh, Julie, sweetie, are you trying to convince yourself that you're just important to Ash? It's Chris's. You're not. I'm gonna ruin it for you. You all mean as much to Ash as Marty did. He just looks at you and he sees little dollar signs, little money makers. He doesn't actually care about you or your family or anything you're going through. And Chris is above all of you. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna make it very known. Like, you'll find out. He's got an ego.
Out there and turned it and twisted and turned it into the power for you to run and tell people to follow you. Please understand that. So if you are doing that, and if you see these messages out there saying that this is what Madame Julie said that you need to, it is twisted and it is absolutely wrong. And if you see those messages out there, please leave the group, because those group, if you allow
them upset about the minor message at all, though,
them to do that, they will stop you from being in this victory with Ash.
I'm just saying, out of all the messages that Julie has said, that's the one she's worried about, not the one where she tells people that they can sign up their minor children to the scam. No. Ash can't love anyone but himself. Ain't that the truth? Another Ash Mufareh telethon. No, we're just doing the Heroes webinar today, which is still called the Heroes webinar. You would think that they would change it by now. Hello, Daniels. You would think that they would change it, though. Like, it has been called the Heroes webinar for a very long time. It's been going for a few years, at least. Has to be at least 3 or 4 years. It's been going since I've been covering this, which apparently was since the end of 2021. Yeah, it's been a long time. Should have left you with that dope beat step two. Sorry. Okay. So I don't know why we're still calling it the Heroes webinar, and then Julie's just yelling at us the whole time. You know what I mean? It's like, I still don't know what makes them heroes. I don't know what we're doing. Heroes are weirdos. But you would think that they would have changed it, because like, and this is what I mean. Like, they get mad that they're like, oh, well, people are still living in the past. Well, again, maybe if you change the name of the webinars when you change the name of the company, that might help in terms of separating from the old, right? Like, it's just silly.
And Victory with Ash is
Sorry,
a
get back to
place
yelling at
where
us.
we learn, where we soak as much information that we can, and then we go together with Mr. Mufareh and the entire community in this business dream. Guys, and not here, I want to make sure that Mr. Mufareh create this business to unite people, not for people to fight with each other. It is so beautiful the way he did. He created this to unite family. And it's why I emphasize on my post about family, right? He created this to unite people, for people to be the best version of themselves so that they can help other people. Everyone, if I may pull this into my personal stuff really quick. Guys, if you remember, I had over 3,200 people in that place.
Here we go.
Place. Will I connect every single one of them and tell them, hey, do not do this. Wait for me. If I do that, I don't deserve to be a leader in this company. And I tell you that. Why? Because I treasure this business. I am so appreciative of what Mr. Mufareh is doing. Therefore, I would not do it. And I contact one person in that group of people. And I said to him, listen, go ahead and fill it out. Why I'm contacting one person? Because I know him personally, that he will do that. And he's follow up with information. And I contacted him and I said, listen, you go fill it out. But then when I get more information and understanding information, I came back to him. I said, let's think about this. If you want to work together with your whole family, then you fill it out and you be the leader to guide the rest of them. Okay? When you are in Victory with Ash,
Julie,
right? When you're in Victory with Ash, you do that. But remember,
Julie, that does sound like you're telling people to position themselves as a leader over their families and friends or team. If that's what you said. Like, Julie's like, I never said anything like that. People are twisting my words. I just told them that if they want to be the main leader, then, you know, they should sign up, and then everyone else can sign up under it. It's like, what the fuck, Julie? You did say that.
Remember, we will always working together. We will always in the circle together, but you may not be in my circle in Victory with Ash, and it's okay. Okay, so please, everyone, remember, we all get a chance. We all receive equally information, and we all receive equally opportunity to be who we are. So let's be who we are. And if who we are cheating and put our power in the crooked power in people, it's not business for whoever that individual is. I understand, and I know that I'm talking a whole lot, but I'm telling you from my understanding based on what I've been following and from my heart, if you get to see, and I believe all of the people here see that, but if you get to see the bigger picture of what Mr. Mufareh is doing, you are forgetting about yourself. All you do is do whatever it takes for other people. Seriously. Focus in other people, take care of other people, and then go back and take care of yourself. I know Mr. Mufareh said, oh, you fill your tummy up, but yes, at this moment, in Victory with Ash,
Mark says, many years ago, as a student at university, I attended a party where people were high in LSD. And I was thinking, cool, Mark. Many years ago, as a student at college, I put on many parties where people were high on LSD. And when they talked, they sounded just like Julie, imagining life was perfect and wonderful. Yes, exactly. You always remind me of people that are high. They're like, yeah, and then we'll save humanity, man. It'll be awesome. We'll end all the homelessness. Like everyone will join hands and they'll all sing Kumbaya. And since we ended all the homelessness, no one will go hungry again, man. And then no one will ever want to beat the kids. And they'll cure that problem too. Oh, we figured it out, man. You know, like, so that's exactly what it's like every time that they do these live streams, especially the ones where they're planning, especially those older ones where they used to actually plan how they were going to do these things. Those used to be like sound like a whole trip. You'd be like, hey, these people are like tripping. Like they're gone. They're gone. They've been here all night. We're heading into the early morning hours at the party. That's where we are. When they start not making sense and you're like, oh shit, I think this party's winding down. Maybe I'll go home now. You know? Which one has the brain cell? Are there two comforts? I didn't even notice what's going on. What do you mean? Or are you just saying that Fumi looks like Comfort? Well, I don't know. Which one has the brain cell is a question you could ask about this whole panel. Which one has the brain cell? Unfortunately for everybody, it appears to be Chris. I'm just saying. Maybe we should be worried. The only thing that Bob managed to pass at high school was wind.
Take care of people so that they can come into the right place, and then all of us can be together in the dream business. Lord. Thank you, Comfort, for letting me share this. This is so, it has been burning in my heart and in my mouth, in my mind, to make sure that I communicate it with people, how I feel and how I understand. And it is truly, everyone, please look at the whole entire community. Oh, you fill your tummy up? But yes.
Oh, I see what was going on. Yeah, there was two Comforts. Huh. You must be in Comforts.
Who we are. And if who we are cheating and put our power in the crooked power in people, it's not business for whoever that individual is. I understand, and I know that I'm talking a whole lot, but I'm telling you from my understanding based on what I've been following and from my heart, if you get to see, and I believe all of the people here see that, but if you...
So they must be using her account. Comfort must be letting other people use her account when they come on here. It logs in automatically in her name, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. You know? Well, weird.
You get to see the bigger picture of what Mr. Mufareh is doing. You are forgetting about yourself. All you do is do whatever it takes for other people. Seriously. Focus in other people, take care of other people, and then go back and take care of yourself. I know Mr. Mufareh said, oh, you fill your tummy up, but yes, at this moment, in Victory with Ash, take care of people so that they can come into the right place, and then all of us can be together in the dream business. Thank you, Comfort, for letting me share this. This is so, it has been burning in my heart and in my mouth in my
Did you
mind
remove
to
her?
make sure that I communicate it with people
Where'd she
how
go?
I feel and how I understand. And it is truly, everyone, please look at the whole entire community. After this week of this, I make sure people in the right place. And when that application is no longer available for people, I will focus on my business, building my business. And that's how I do that. I can be wrong, but I'm telling you, whatever I share out there, it's whatever I do. My focus right now is for everyone that is a founders of Unpassive to be able to be in here. If you're not in Victory with Ash, you will be. You will be. I guarantee you, because of all the good people that are on here, all the good people that out there taking care of the community. Comfort, thank you so much for letting me actually let it out there.
Yeah. Thank you, Julie. I think I share your passion, and I like how you called it by its name. That's cheating. I know some people are gifted with the blessing of you know how to talk and use your words, but then you cannot misuse them by
Take over. Comfort is frozen now.
She's frozen. Okay. Okay, so
that's unacceptable.
Oh,
but we're
she's back.
doing well.
Comfort, you blocked out a bit. We couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, can you hear me now?
You can now, yeah.
If it's not going, does somebody want? Is it all right, or someone wants to take over?
No, we can hear you now. Carry on what you were saying.
All right. I think I just go on. I'll let Sister Ivy speak. She seems to be freezing. Is this coming from me or is it her?
That's
Sister
you.
Ivy, can you hear me?
That's you, Comfort.
Okay, Peter Rogers, can you take over, please?
Why would it be from her?
That's okay, that's fine.
What?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dr. Ivy, yeah, so if you want to say a few words, that's great.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm so happy. We have Chris and Julie here today. And Julie, what you said,
I'm so happy we have Ivy here.
Has touched my heart. The first time you said there's no up and there's no down.
You know what we're
There's
doing.
only a circle. I wrote it down. That is a message that we should, because people are still coming with, if I gather thousands of people, they will benefit me. Why do you want to carry the whole world with you? Now, I just want to say, at
an OTech Pros. Hold on.
Yeah. Thank you.
The whole video? We don't need the whole video.
We are learning. And this is coming from somebody who is reliable. And you're constipated in unpassive. We are learning. And this is coming from somebody who is reliable. And he has put it in us to learn. When you know everything, you're constipated. When you know everything, you're constipated in unpassive. When you know everything, you're constipated. Constipated. We are not constipated in unpassive. When you know everything, you're constipated. When you know everything, you're constipated. We are not constipated.
Everybody get constipated
in unpassive. You're a constipated human being in unpassive. You're a constipated human being. It happens little by little. Unpassive. That's constipation. There's no flow. Constipated. There's no flow. Constipated. There's no flow. Constipated. There's no flow. When you know everything, unpassive, you're constipated. We are not constipated in unpassive.
That's right. You are not constipated in unpassive. I wonder if you are constipated in Victory with Ash. Yeah, I wonder. Anyway, Ivy Mix, everyone.
I listened to Chris.
That was the remix of Ivy Mix, Constipated.
Julie, Ash, all the leaders here. Truly, this morning I listened to Bob. I listen to every webinar they have. And do you know what I do? Anything that they say, I write it down. These are my notes from the meeting we're having now. And if I share, I might share it in my own way, in my own lingo, but what they say is what I do. And I want all of us to do that. In my home, they call me the Ash Girl for a reason. Because I'll be joking, but I said, this is what I heard him say. He said only one account, and I'll put my hand up like this. Only one account is enough. He's been saying it, and he has not changed. He said it, those who heard it 7 years ago, they will say, he says you need only one. Now, he's also
7 years ago, he told people to sign up with as many as they could. The more accounts they had, the more money they would make. It's not a lie now. So everyone did that, and now they're all stuck with all these accounts, and then now you guys are telling them you only need one, which we were worried about at the time. Just, thought I would point that out. We tried to warn you.
Also about helping people. So with that one, trust me, you can reach out to the world. With that one, you can help everybody. Let me ask you, when you open an account at Chase Bank,
you're constipated.
You have a savings account. What does it do? It comes under your name. You have a checking account. It comes under your name. You cannot impersonate. You're the same person. You have a certificate account. It is under your name. You have a savings account.
Well, you tell them. That's right. All that's under your name. You cannot impersonate. So why is Chris Johnson telling them to get family members and neighbors and stuff to come to help them get through the KYC? Huh, Ivy? Come on, clue in, Ivy.
Under your name. You have all the 6 accounts you can open at Chase. You cannot open them with another name. So let me ask you, with 12 accounts, how many IDs are you going to present? How many IDs am I going to take to Chase Bank to do a KYC? I'm the same person. So do you know what? They'll put all my accounts under me, only one account. Now we are in the Victory with Ash system, only one account. Because you have only one ID, whatever ID you're going to use, you cannot, let me ask you, are you going to bring 26 IDs for the 26 accounts you have? How are you going to present it to them?
Yeah,
Chris. One IV mix. So when I bring that card, it's over. I cannot bring IV mix. Then the next.
So then what is Chris talking about? Just like not even a full hour ago, maybe 20 minutes ago, just saying.
One that I have with another email, another IV mix, another email, another IV mix. I mean, how does it sound? You cannot share yourself into 62 people. So like Chris said, if you have those 62 accounts, they are not wasted. They are meant for great people that you want to bring in. But for the meantime, it's only one IV. It's only one IV. So let me ask you, if like me, I was so eager
to go bring in other people, then Chris said to use their IDs, and then you have to work all the accounts. So you either weren't listening fully.
Get out of poverty.
But you're right.
When I saw the opportunity that, ivmix at gmail.com, ivmix at mail.com, you could have 62 emails. But do you have 62 IDs? Let me ask you. All those accounts are only linked to emails. Are they linked to who you are? You are only one. Only one is enough. Truly, and you would not miss it. And this morning when I listened to Brother Bob, he said, Ash is going to teach us. I'm ready for that. So let's go for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, sis. Yeah. So, Sister Francine, do you want to chip in something, please?
Yes, very short. And first, by thanking you, because this was necessary to come and make this this thing happen. All of us have been talking separately, and today I would love really to emphasize on rise, reset, and refocus. That's what it is about. When we met with Mr. Ash, he told us we have to cross the bridge of the victory with Ash. Now, all of us were in the old bus. He said we, behind him. He is the captain of the boat. He is creating this so that the dream becomes reality.
Francine, your mic is muted.
Let us rise with him, Ash Mufareh. He is the only one guiding us.
Yes, Ninja.
Like we look at the sun or the stars and we are following the star. We have nothing else to fabricate, to create. We don't need to create anything. Let us be very true with ourselves. And I would love to talk about ethics. Whatever we see going on in the platform, people talking this, that, let us know that we are entering the values, the core values Ash Mufareh has kept on talking about. Ethics. When you have attended the meeting, you have listened to Mr. Ash Mufareh talking about the way things should go. Why would you go and consult a so-called something and bring the information with the so-called somebody and put it in front of the full community? You disturb the ecosystem we are creating here to make good to humanity. Ash Mufareh has spoken. So what would you come and do? Would you want to teach him how to make his own company? This is insane. So let's be ethics. Let's be honest with ourselves first. And then with the whole community.
She is right. This is insane.
We have to learn how to put down our egos, because those egos are playing very bad games on us. Please, here we have to let aside those egos, be honest with ourselves, and engage ourselves into the movement.
I don't think she knows what
Let's
ethics
engage
means.
ourselves into that movement, which will really empower each one of us and give us the tools to help the world, to help humanity. So I summarize it that Ash is the boss.
Whoa.
Maybe the term boss is not the real one, but he's the leader, the only leader.
We're leaving the promised land.
Ask us that we come with him. He has invited us to accompany him in this dream. So let us come with joy and let us be confident, because it's his thing. He knows. No one else knows what Ash knows.
Oh,
so
Lord.
let us follow him,
Right.
trust him, and be honest, ethics, and re-engage into what we have decided to do to help humanity. I think that's what I keep from this one. And let us just move and trust. Trust is very important. Let us trust Ash Mufareh.
Oh my God.
He is the captain of the boat.
No,
thank you.
The boat is sinking.
Yes, thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you. So let's go back to Chris again, and Julie, I just want comments. Let's talk a bit more. Let's come back again to Victory with Ash and rekindle the fire. Let's come back on Victory with Ash again and see what we get. What more? Yeah.
Hey, listen, Comfort. I think you guys have said it all. Victory with Ash is where we're going to learn and be trained and be educated. Every big word that I can't pronounce is going to happen. Every single person that's watching this, the people on the panel, are going to be educated equally, fairly, and then we got to go to work. Sorry to say it that way. We've got to water that seed. We can't be reminded to what you got to do it. Take heed. If you think you're going to get into this business because you signed up and make money, I'm sorry, it ain't going to work that way. Victory with Ash is where you're going to learn all that. And I think we're all going to have a good time. And I think everyone will be successful when they apply their personal self to their business and watch it blow up. That's all I can say. Anybody else? I don't know what else to say. I'm excited.
I'll say something. Yes, I'll say something.
All right.
Yeah. I'm excited right now. Okay. I'm excited. Why I am excited. It's and everyone here would relate to this. Okay. I'm in my 50s right now. Okay. I'm going to give you my and how many businesses have I tried to start in my last whatever years, 20s, a decade. Okay. Ain't successful. Because why? Because I don't have the tools to do it. We don't have the tools to build a business. Okay. How many of us has joint venture with other people? Where does it get us? Right? Where does it get us? No money. We lost money. We lost our life. We lost our insanity. Victory with Ash. Okay. It's where we can build our business with the tools that are available, and this is my opinion, but we all know what's going to happen. We all have a little bit of clues because we've been following Mr. Mufareh in the past 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years. Remember what he said. Nothing from the old car we are bringing with, just Ash Mufareh. Okay, so what was Ash Mufareh? Ash Mufareh has speaking his dream business. If you pay attention, he has speaking about his dream business for many years. If we are truly trusted him and stay loyal with him, and if we are the leaders that we said we are, we should have taken everything that Mr. Mufareh said, every little dot that he said, put it together. We will get to see this beautiful dream business that he did for us. And I'm sorry if I'm saying it loud because I am passionate about it. And
Julie, you literally sound like you're trying to promote a cult right now. But I just don't understand. I don't understand. All right. I don't understand. The way that you're talking about Ash is very, very scary right now. Joint venture with other people. Right? A little scary. Julie, calm down just a little bit. Okay, he's not some messiah that's going to change the world. But you all seem to think he is. No, Marty is not with us anymore. Fortunately. Marty passed away. They have never sounded more unhinged, right? Can I get an amen? It's like ridiculous. This is way too much. You got to take it down a couple notches, Julie. Lord.
I'm so excited about it because in Victory with Ash, there will be tool for us to build our business. There will be.
Listen, the man's a con man. He's been doing the same fucking scam since GDI Fusion. It's been like 15 years of him just recycling the same scam. Then he met all you people when he started up on Passive and he was like, got him. All right? He got shut down by the SEC and he doesn't want to let any of you go. So he's leading you all on now. There is nothing. He has a director's bar for 8 years, Julie. Lord. It's too much. I miss the old car. It was missing an engine, transmission, and wheels, but I liked it. Julie is about to start speaking in tongues. For real. Take it down like 6 notches.
Tools for us to grow personally, and there will be tools for us to reach more people out there And that's our business. So we need to drop the mentality of upline, downline. The leaders here gonna support me, my sponsor will support me. All of that is old. It don't come with our business. What comes with our business is the leader, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Follow what he said, connecting the dots. And if we don't, the people that listening to don't understand and connecting the dots, follow these leaders. Follow the leaders that out there speaking the vision. And that is where victory with Ash is. If the people that are so-called leader, if they can lead, they will lead. But there will be follower. If you can't lead, be a follower. And when we are followers, we take every steps that the leader asks us to do. But that leader has to be deserved. And whether or not the leader deserves to lead you, it's your judgment. It's your judgment. It's your validation. And if you feel that the leaders that try to lead you or want to lead you cannot do that, go find another one. It's that simple. In this business that Mr. Mufareh is doing, it's for everyone. Everyone has the equal opportunity. Thank you, Comfort, and thank you, everyone, for allowing me.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I think that we've made, I just like how the topic was more about victory with Ash. I think we've covered more than enough. Unfortunately, I'm working from my phone. So
Lord.
I just saw a few emojis going. There are surely more people than we have. So if I did not call you to talk, it's not that I neglected you or I ignored your presence. It's just that I was not seeing you. And secondly, so much has been covered. And I think that if we're leaving now, we would be satisfied that we did a good job. So I just give it 30 seconds each. If somebody has not spoken and think that they just want to chip in a quick thing, a word of encouragement, because we've exhausted what we had to do today, then you can go ahead and do it. Just raise a hand, please. That will help me see who wants to just say a quick thing. 30 seconds.
Wow,
max.
30 seconds. So wonderful. Marie, Oliver.
Even those who have spoken.
Maria Pendy's got her real hand up.
Oh, yeah, I can't see. I don't know that idea. Of course, I saw him, an emoji from her. All right, sis, welcome. Yeah, you can say something, please.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm very excited, and it is very encouraging to hear everything that everybody has said. Everybody has nailed it. You know, the ethics is very important. Rise, reset, you know, and refocus has been emphasized. We have the opportunity, we have those learning tools. Everybody has different ways of learning. So when you listen to, if there's a video, which is the learning tool, you know that some people comprehend well. When you write it, you make bullet points, and we have people that you can confirm with them. If you don't understand something, you circle back and make sure we do understand what is required of us or the leaders in certain sections of the leading path. And if we are not, we are still confused, we do have people that we can relay.
You were confused because Ash literally said he wanted no hype. He didn't want all of you to do videos about it. He just wanted people to fill out the application. Yet you guys have done question and answer sessions all over your Facebook. You're giving people instructions. You're telling people how to do things. All kinds of stuff. So you can't even listen to Ash when he tells you what to do. But then you're all sitting here going, listen to Ash, listen to Ash. Ash said, don't hype it up. Don't even talk about it. Just go and fill out the application. And wait. Wait for instruction. But you guys can't do that. Because you all, I don't know, you're all like narcissists. You all need to be seen on a screen every single week or something. Follow Ash Mufareh. He's failed in running previous scams, been sued for $30 million, not paid his staff for months, not made a cent for you in 7 years, but follow him. You know it makes sense, right? You know? Halfway there, living on a prayer. Well, apart from that work. just sounds ridiculous because it's like they're going to have to wait for another 8 years before they can do anything. And that's what being honest would look like. Would be Ash saying, yeah, guys, we got shut down. I can't do anything for 8 years. Unfortunately, we're on a standstill. So go enjoy your families and see you in 8 years.
Is to Mr. Ash for clarification. So it is great. I'm very, very excited. Over to you, Miss Comfort.
Sure, thank you, sis. I think the excitement is real. Everybody's excited, and I believe we are all ready for business. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, Collins, did you raise your hand?
I don't really
Did you raise your hand?
Come in and then just say their name. Like, are you a bot? Why are you coming in and saying your name? I'm not taking attendance.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So there's just one thing I wanted to add, because there are people with certain questions. So some people, they went, fill the form out of excitement. They never changed their email and said that email doesn't exist anymore. So they are worried if they will still be able to come into victory with Ash.
No.
Even if they are selected. I say, you know what? Don't worry, because some of them are panicking. And if you are one of those persons, don't be afraid. There is nothing will change. You still have the opportunity to come in. When we move, you can get it from anyone. So it's just there for all of us. You know, Ash wants us to come in and participate. So I'll leave it there, Comfort. That's what one of the remark I wanted to make, because people are afraid.
It literally says on the
yes. That's so reassuring. Thank you for that.
It literally says in the instructions and on the form that if your email address isn't working, then you're shit out of luck, because that's where your invitation will be sent. And it says, make sure that you edit and give the email address that works before you fill out the survey. So an honest answer to this, based on what's in the back office and on the survey and in the instructions, would be no. No, you won't be able to enter if that email doesn't work anymore. You should have edited it like it told you to on the form. Which again is an oversight here. But I don't know why you guys are too scared to tell people the truth. It's like, they're like, no, don't worry, guys. You'll still be allowed in. You'll still be allowed in. Well, then what's the point in instruction? What's the point in rules? What's the point in the application process if anyone will be allowed in, even if they don't fill out the application? Like, you know what I mean? The fuck are we doing here? What are we even doing here, damn it? But they're just out here like, yep, don't worry, be happy, it'll be okay. Hey. Thousands of them have used their mail address, and that doesn't work anymore, and that's where the link will be sent to. Ash said it. He said, if you don't change that email address, oh well. I thought that part of this was supposed to be getting the best of the best, which to him meant people that could follow instruction and ensure these things before just getting excited and filling out the survey. So you see how now it makes no sense? If you're just going to be like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. And neither do the instructions don't matter either. Nothing matters here. Just listen to Ash. But then we'll go against everything he instructs us anyway. It's so silly. This whole thing is insane. Insanity.
Thank you. So just 1-2 more minutes. If there's no hand, sis, are you raising a hand or you? Yeah.
Comfort.
Yeah.
Oliver's in the house. I don't know if he wants to say a few words.
Oh,
Lord.
Fumi had her
Bro,
hand.
Oliver.
Fumi had her
Oliver's
hand
there.
too.
Yeah,
Ladies first.
good webinar. And just want to add to all what thank you, Chris. Thank you, Julie. Just want to add, especially what Julie says something that when we move to the next phase, she'll want to focus on herself. That is the identity, the branding that she wants to brand herself as Chuck.
Yeah, I know it's supposed to instill the FOMO, but it's still like, none of it makes any sense. And if you're in this thing and you're confused, same. And there is no point to the FOMO then, right? Like, there is no FOMO. If the instructions don't matter if the application process doesn't fucking matter. Like, that's my point, is that there is no FOMO. Like, nothing matters here. The instructions don't matter. What Ash says doesn't matter. Yet they keep saying, oh, but listen to Ash. You know, it's like, but none of this matters. So, like, who cares? But here we are doing an 1.5-hour webinar explaining to everyone how nothing matters, apparently. It ain't over till Oliver has angrily spat on us. You know? Right? Well, it's obvious the founders never read the instructions anyway, and that was supposed to be part of the pruning here. Allegedly. Which I don't think is fair, by the way. Because usually the instructions are in English, like I pointed out. Most people in this thing don't speak English as a first language. So it's a little unfair. Granted, yeah, it's unfair. But still, again, if you make that rule and you're like, you have to follow the instructions properly and apply, and then imagine the members of this thing, the leaders of this thing, do a webinar a week later and they tell everyone, it's okay, the application doesn't matter, you'll still be able to get in. And you don't have to follow any of these rules. Like, it's like, what are we doing here? And like, then what the fuck is the point in any of it? You know? It's like, the whole thing's just so dumb. None of them can ever get on the same page. We're just continuing on all the confusion. And then they're also confused as to why everyone's confused. They're like, we don't understand why you guys just don't all know what to do. And it's like, hello? Because you are all contradicting each other, giving these mixed messages, doing the FOMO, but then telling us, you know, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's like, the fuck is going on? How is anyone supposed to know what is going on here? Like, you can't. There is no way. And then they're also saying, well, you better try to understand what's going on here. You know, it's like, dude, if you're in this thing, you are just constantly just like, I have no clue what's going on. Ever. I am just constantly confused. And I can't ask. Because, like, when I ask, they seem to get real mad at me. Like, if I share something in a group that Julie posts and I ask for clarification, she yells at me at a webinar the next day. Like, so it's like, just, it's so silly. The whole thing is just ridiculous. And it's like, even when they are like, okay, guys, let's get our ethics. Let's be transparent. Let's try to be honest about what we're doing with this thing. Which I've said so many times in the past, if they would just be like, we just want to build a community right now and hang out and drop the whole business thing, then maybe we'd be more accepting, because at least then it would be actually what they're doing, you know? Like, it'd be more transparent in a way. So it's like, just do that. Just do that. Just do it, damn it. But they're still like, no, we're saving humanity. It's like, fuck. You can't even do this part right. And this is like the only time where you probably would be able to announce that you're just making a community. And it would be like, well, yeah, I guess that makes some sense. That's basically all this thing was anyway. You know?
Ash says something about personal branding.
Oh no, we're going to confuse it more now.
When we move to the next phase. That is what Julie just mentioned. And I think where we are now, we should focus on people to go and complete the application, move into Victory with Ash. If they didn't select you, you can still come in. Don't bother. Don't stress. When you get in there, be like Julie. Julie wants that personal identity. She wants to identify.
I get that part of them are probably scared that people aren't going to get accepted, that they want to get accepted, and then those people will obviously be like, screw this, and leave. And that's probably horrifying to them. But as we keep saying, I highly doubt anyone's going to be turned away. Nobody has been yet, other than Robin and Marty.
I said the world will know your name.
Rest in
and
peace.
How will the world know your name? It will start when we are in Victory with Ash. She wants to identify herself. She wants to personal branding. You know, when she brand herself, she has to go to her business goals. She will take that all those trainings. Come again, collaboration. Or when we get there, we have to collaborate with each other. If I take a training in that video library, I didn't get it, I'll call Julia, I'll call Bob, I'll call Vincent, I'll call Marcia, I'll call Collins, call anybody.
I'll call
and
the
we know that
president.
we're in the same circle. Please, I didn't get this. Can you break it down? It's like OTech Pro. OTech Pro, we meet every day. Let me say that. We meet OTech Pros, we meet every day. We talk every day. We analyze things every day. What Bob would tell me, Vincent, Collins, we come with ideas. That's why when we go out, we blow the place. So that collaboration, those are the things when we get in there also, you brand yourself, you identify yourself, and you collaborate with others. That's just all what I want to say. Thank you.
That'd be sick.
Yes, thank you, bro. Collaboration is key. Thank you. Thanks.
Like go to take a metro one day, and then just all of a sudden it's just like, and then it's like Victory with Ash takes over on the sign all of a sudden, you know, just morphs into it. You're like, what the fuck? Does Ash still own the naming rights? Yes. Unfortunately, allegedly he bought it for 10 years. And as I've said in the past, I am unsure how it was paid. I am unsure if that was paid for already, like if that's paid for. So it will be on passive for 10 years. Or if he paid for it like in installments, which was also an option when I looked into it, where you could pay like 5 years and then 5 years, or you could pay every 2 years or every year. Like, I don't know. But so far, it is still the unpassive metro station as of right now. And has not been changed. And for all we know, it could be that for the next 7 years. Which is kind of funny, right? If unpassive is no more. I don't think they can change it to Victory with Ash, even if they own the rights to it. I am pretty sure that if you are putting up a new brand, you would have to kind of like rebuy the rights. But I don't know. There might be a way. I'm just assuming that, you know, it probably would have to pay more, at least, to switch it out, right? You know, that's not going to be for free, I doubt. So, because like you own the naming rights, but they usually have to pay for everything else. They're not going to pay to switch the name after you bought the rights to the first name. You know what I mean? Especially in Dubai. I'm just saying. They're not really great about being like, we'll make this really fair purchase for you. You know, that's not the place for that. So something tells me that like he would have to wait for that to run out and then repurchase it again as Victory with Ash, which I'm sure he would be able to do. And again, is Victory with Ash even the damn business? Because it wasn't supposed to be, but they keep acting like it is. We don't even know.
I think I can see. Sister Marcian, did you want to say anything? I think we've exhausted everything, but if you still want to chip
was
in.
trying to put her hand up as well. Fumi.
Oh,
Fumi was
yeah,
trying
see,
to put her hand
yeah.
up.
Yes, guys, everybody who has not spoken. You just wait. I'll give you a few seconds to say something. Please, thank you.
I just want to stress the issue of, because in the old boss, we were helping some people to sort their business out. And I want to stress that is not going to be happening in this one. You need to be ready to take the position of the bus driver by yourself, and also get into the library and also study, because people are still getting mixed up with that idea. If you can manage your business by yourself, if you can manage your life by yourself, then definitely you can manage a business. And at the end of the day, till you go to your grave, you need to be ready to learn, be open to learning. If you are not ready to learn, then you are not going to definitely succeed in this business. That one I can guarantee you. But once you are open to learning, and like Bra Oliver said there, if you don't understand anything, be in contact. That is where we're here to help each other. I will go to anybody and say, please, I don't understand this, help me. But not that you are waiting hands and feet on Sister Comfort, Brother Bob, to come and take on your business and manage it for you and do the studying for you and doing everything for you. It ain't going to happen.
So it's no longer going to be done for you. That's important to note. Yes, it is. Seal claps.
That's bright and clear, sis. Thank you. Thank you. That was, I like that. Thank you so much. So, Sister Marcienne.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I came late. And I am so happy that you guys blew it up. I'm going to just say 3 words here, and I think it's going to be everything that we have done today. Integrity. That's one thing that we have to put in our mind. Integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Your integrity, your loyalty, and your honesty. You have to put it, and you're going to rise, you're going to reset and refocus, and your life is done. Mr. Ash Mufareh has all of that, and he's giving it to us free of charge. So let us come in together and try to fulfill all of those things. There's no way our life is not going to take us where we want it to take us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sis. Brother Vincent, I'm beginning to see everybody now. That's
okay,
good.
yeah, thank you, Sister Comfort.
Well, they
I think
all
you guys.
I don't think anyone's been approved. But wouldn't it be hilarious if like half of these guys did not get approved? That'd be pretty funny.
I nailed it, and then everything said. So that's why I didn't want to say something. But since you called me, I will say something. Okay, thank you, Julie and Chris, for coming today. Yeah, so we are blessed today, and today also is a Sunday. So thank you again, and thank everyone too. It's a great webinar, great information today. But yeah, Friday when I make a video about Victory with Ash, a lot of people call me. And then the question that it was coming from most of them after nearly end of our conversation. They say, oh, leader, but what about our whole other account? What are you going to do with that? So many people keep coming back to the whole business. And then I keep saying to them that Mr. Ash said is the whole, that's why you illustrate with the whole car and the new car. For those of us didn't get it right, the whole business is gone, is finished. Forget about that. That's why he said about the whole car. Now we are in the new car. So Victory with Ash is a new car. So that example illustrates this. So please, for those of us who didn't get it, the new car, that's where we are. Forget about the whole car. You buy a new car, forget about your whole car, because the whole car is damaged, is finished. You can't do anything with the car. Even the tires, you can't use it. Nothing.
No money with it.
Go take it to scrap, yeah.
Right, they haven't paid it off yet. The collectors are coming and knocking at the door and saying, you still owe us thousands of dollars for this, sir. Otherwise, we're going to repo it. So they don't want you to pay attention. Just ignore the door knocks and the doorbell, please. And just continue to pay attention to the man on the screen who was talking to you and telling you, please trust Ash with everything. Don't ask any questions. Don't think. Just blind faith and loyalty.
It's gone forever, finished. We shouldn't even dream about it again. Let's think and concentrate with the new car, Victory with Ash. This is what happened. And those also, some people also keep asking, what's going to happen after that? I say, just be patient. Wait for what is coming. Once we are in, you will know everything, and then we'll go forward. I'm not Ash Mufareh.
Well, they've convinced themselves that this new thing is even better, and it's free. They get to know all of Ash's knowledge for free. They just need to apply.
Para give you what is going on there.
Or are they making
I'll
money?
tell you, be patient and wait. Let's all go wait for victory for Ash. Thank you.
Yes, bro. It's all about a renewed mindset. Thank you so much. Sister Jocelyn, you have a second to say.
A second.
Hello. Well, Sister Comfort, thank you. Hi, everyone. I think everybody have nailed it. Honestly, I'm sitting behind there enjoying listening to everyone. I just have one thing to say because I think some people were sleeping, they just wake up and they have no idea where we are right now. It look like they are missing their way around. I don't even know how to explain it, but the phone calls that comes to me sometimes, I just sit down and say, wow, are these people still founders? So all what I'm telling them now is to go to the back office, our OES, and then start reading from O News 1 all the way up to 16. Then you will catch what Mr. Ash Mufareh is trying to tell us. And thank God, some people went and read it, came back, he said, Jocelyn, thank you. Now I know where we are and I know where we're going. So I understand it. I'm just going to stick to my main account and wait for Mr. Ash Mufareh's instructions. So my advice to founders out there is there's a reason why we got our OES back there, just for you to get information. Anything that is not there and you hear from outside, it's not coming from Mr. Ash Mufareh. Don't let anyone deceive you. You can hear the right one from our leaders here, yes, but if you're hearing from outside and it's not in our back office, please, we have come too far. We have really come too far to this point. So don't mess up this time. If you were sleeping, please wake up. Otherwise, the train is moving and we are not waiting for anybody. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. I think Sister Gifty now, and that would be the last person to speak. So, sis, quick word of encouragement.
Thank you. I think everybody has spoken well. I was just enjoying it. Yeah. I think my input is that some people have lost their password. Yesterday, someone called me. She was so anxious.
Oh, no, they've lost their passwords and their minds. Whatever are we going to do? There's no way to be here and not have lost both. That's awful. Awful. Free until it is time to earn. Well, that's the thing, is that it's like, okay, so there's going to be this library of Ash videos. We still don't know if you have to buy those then. They said it was free to join. So, you know, I'm kind of expecting them to then be like, oh, but then you have to pay $19.99 per video or something stupid, right? Of course, they don't know where they are. Hello, Zach. Good to see you. I hope you're doing all right. Never mind your passwords. You have all lost your content. I've seen Violet's on the same page as me. Okay.
Down, but she cannot find it. So she was so, I said, no. Victory with us is a bridge for us. So that place, we are there. Ash is going to pick those who are going to lead. So don't stress yourself. But
that's what they're stressing over. They're like, am I good enough to lead and be chosen by Ash? And do I need a YouTube channel to get chosen by him? That is their stress. You know, they kind of have a good reason for it.
Time comes, you will get the link to join. So I think it goes for those who don't who have lost their passwords, who don't have it now. They shouldn't stress up because we are just bridging to the new business. And when as you guys have spoken and have said that we will get the link and then share it also. If you can't find your...
So again, I don't know what you're sharing out. You know what I mean? Like, are you just sharing out Ash's library? The funny thing is, like, unless you were here the last 7 years, Ash's knowledge means shit to you. Like, nobody knows who this man is. So it's like, why would they buy his library of knowledge on how to run a business? Then they go to look into what businesses this man has run. And it's like pyramid and Ponzi schemes that have all been shut down, basically, right? Like, he was even a part of Pay Diamond, Telex Free, like, the list goes on. It's like, not the type of person you should be putting any trust into. You know what I mean? I know her name is actually Gifty. I know, don't you like that? So I'm like, listen, it's kind of a silly thing if this is the business, which it wasn't supposed to be, but it sure is sounding like it is. I'm still very confused as to what is going on with Victory with Ash. So far, it's just that website.
Password. If your password is lost, all is not lost. Victory with Ash is a bridge for us. You will definitely get a link through anyone to enter the new.
But then they won't be in the circle that Julie was talking about with all of you. All right? They're going to be underneath you. So this is what I mean. Like, one of them comes out here and will be like, listen, you have to apply and fill out this application. If you don't, you're going to be missing out on being in on the circle. And then the next one comes out and they go, it's okay if you don't get in this time. We'll just send you a link and you'll be in. It's fine. And then, like, the next person speaks and they're like, listen, if you can't get in there, you're screwed. You won't be able to advance with us to Victory with Ash. And then the next person comes on and they're like, don't worry, you know, if for whatever reason your application isn't approved, we'll just get you in another way. And I've had whiplash 7 times in this presentation with this. Like, does it matter or does it not matter, damn it?
Business. That is what I have to say. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, family. I think this was quality time well spent. I just want to go from here that everybody has said everything except that somebody wants anything will raise their hand. But I think we've done well today. I really appreciate and do hope, because we're addressing a particular people. We're not talking to people who are here every day. We really do hope somebody sits down and watches this video from the start to the end and get equipped and get ready for the new business. So we've done our part, and the rest is anybody else's to do if they want to succeed. Thank you, guys. And whoever is watching this video, share, you subscribe to whatever channel you find it on. If you have a question, put it in the comment. We will go around the comment, we'll read them and pick out the questions you have. And if we think that they're necessary, we'll put a team together to get you answers.
You put a team together.
And thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Chris, for coming. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you.
Lord, 1,000,000 teams. Redonkulous. It's redonkulous, I tell you. We still don't really know what Victory with Ash is. It sounds like it's going to be a library of Ash's knowledge, apparently in the form of videos. I thought he was at least going to make an appearance in a group to teach them stuff, but it sounds like it's not even that. Here's the link to the original stream we just watched. I've left it in the chat here if you want to go and, like, I don't know, torture yourself again with it for some reason. Or if you think I've changed something, which we've been accused of doing in the past, you can go in and check. I really just played it off of Colin Mana's channel. So that was a lot. Not really sure what it is, if it's the business or not. We're not sure if the application process even matters. Apparently, you'll still be able to get in. But they're really mad at people for trying to position themselves as the leader of their team, which Julie apparently also gave them advice, or at least one person advice to do that with his family, and then she doesn't understand why people are spreading that around, because despite them telling you that they all want you to take their word as the word, you know, the word written in stone, they still seem to be very surprised whenever somebody does. For 8 years now, you know? Lord, we're in year 8, guys. Year 8. You can't watch it without me? Well, that's why I do it. Victory with Ash is like typhoid, but more expensive. Well, at least it's not Tylenol. You know, you don't want to hand that out anywhere. Apparently that shit causes autism. That was sarcasm again. I don't believe that at all. Been here for a second, you would know that. So what can we learn from this meeting? We learned that they don't follow instructions very well, even given by Ash. We learned that they have no clue what's going on or what this thing is about. And apparently, Ash is looking more and more like the Messiah to all of them, which is very worrisome. It's almost more scary when they don't have a product and they're just kind of selling you belief in Ash. You know? That's not cool. It's turning more and more into a guru, and I don't really like it. Speaking of gurus, tomorrow we are going to take a moment and have a little laugh. We're going to pivot, and we're going to be talking about Ekankar again. It's been a little bit of a while, but I found some things that I want to talk about. I found a bunch of really funny ads that I thought that we could have a good laugh at. I feel like our community could use just, you know, a fun little laugh right now. You know, just talking about a couple other things. I want to show you guys the temple, because there's a temple tour that has been released. And talk to you guys about Harold Clump a little bit more, because we are heading near the end of his reign, apparently, coming on the 25th. And I want to talk about that. So I think we'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon. But I'm going to be keeping a close eye on Unpassive and what everyone is doing in it. Do not worry. And we will, you know, talk about them again probably by the end of the week. So I hope that all of you don't have too big of a headache and that you all have a wonderful, fabulous, amazing rest of your evenings. You know, go and do something that you love. Try to take your mind off this for a little while. Thank you so much for sticking this out with me. The Heroes ones are always really hard to get through. They're usually pretty dry. But like I said, this one was their first get-together, not only as Victory with Ash, but also since Marty passed. They didn't bring him up at all. So, you know, however you feel about that is valid. And we're also kind of keeping an eye on that, too, and how that's being handled, like I said. And in a couple weeks, again, I just want to say we will be doing something special kind of in Marty's memory. I just want to give his family and friends kind of their time, because we are still the naysayers, and we got to know our place. It's important. Have class on here if you're doing content. Thank you so much. Give this a like on your way out.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'll see you tomorrow. The stream's already up.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
And I'm winning.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call.
Hey, hey, hey.
And I'm your friend.
This is our song.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3-minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all morning long. It's not the answer you want, but
yeah.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
All right, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy and talking about your experiences.
I'm Mike Elch, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube kid has got more followers on it than I do on my YouTube. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ash Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name's Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.